Welcome, family.
Woo!
Let's go to another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast. This is episode 4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. I said that to Alex.
Lucky number
and
4.
I just gave it away. Our special guest, man, a great friend, like an OG to me, you know, like literally.
Brothers,
come on, bro.
man.
We go way back into high school. Rapper, producer. What else, man? Come on.
Mixing engineer, entrepreneur, everything,
That's
bro.
it, bro. Because we can do it all.
Yeah,
really,
we can.
if we put our mind to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
bro.
this is my guest, Alex G. What's up, my G?
Oh man,
how are you, bro?
So glad to be here, bro.
Thank you.
So happy to be one of the first people to come on this show as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
he didn't even second guess. He was just like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
I
man.
love that, bro.
Even I already knew that was gonna be more chilled and calm and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was gonna be a catch up as well.
That's it. That's
it's
what
just
I
like,
love about
let's
it.
record this shit, so
Yeah.
then we can see this shit in like 50 years time, sort of thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
get that mind.
That's
get that
it,
mind.
bro. Oh, I love it, bro. We haven't seen each other for a while. I think I saw you Kuji a while ago when you guys were doing the recording.
Oh yeah, I was so
Yeah.
happy that you came through that time, bro.
Had
It was
to,
good.
Bro,
yeah,
it was close. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
but that was the last time. But a lot's happened since then.
Yeah,
like, you know,
exactly. Just more so just creating, and everyone's just like starting to release now, so the wheels are moving and stuff like that, and you know, it's fucking great, man.
Yeah.
It's like, because there's also just like, you know, creating, it's like, it's fucking great and stuff, but to release and to mark your stuff and then see the fans and to see who fucks with
engagement and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also experimentation as well. It's
Yeah.
just like, I love to see, you know, to release it and then see how it goes. Like, oh, okay, maybe I have to do it something like this.
For next time or something.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
you.
And that's the number one boy for Sav, you know. He's always like experience, you know. He doesn't care. He's like, I don't give a fuck if it makes, you know, only like, you know, 100 views or like, you know, does fucking 5,000 views. I'm going to learn something from that experience.
By putting it out there and doing it.
And that's already, you know, better than me sort of thing. So he wins in experience and stuff
Let's
like
go,
that.
Sav. Shout out to Sav.
Shout out to
He's
Sav,
on next
my
week.
bro,
He's
my
on next
bro.
week, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
That's Mixbreed right there, right?
Yeah, that's
Let's talk
Mixbreed.
about that before we get into
Yeah, for sure,
Before we
man.
get into you, because we're going to dive into you deep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But let's talk about Mixbreed, how it started.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? The idea and then like how you kind of like did not pick the people in it, but like how it all happened, how they gravitated towards you and entered your cipher, and it all kind of started manifesting.
Yeah. So it all started when I actually ended up coming back from traveling.
Okay.
And once I got back here, I just started smashing out music, you know, trying to get, like, I knew to myself, I was just like, if I really want to do this, I need a team. Like, I think I've done everything that I can do possibly personally. Solo. But now I need to get myself out there and stuff like that. And I'm so blessed that I got to travel the world for 4 to 5 years and see how
4 to 5 was it?
Yeah.
So while I was at the Star, you were out there traveling the world.
Exactly,
Damn,
though, man.
that's
But like,
beautiful,
I was more so just like, just saving, and then I'd be traveling with a few mates, you know, like Eddie and Keaton and stuff like that, or sometimes I'd just be by myself.
Okay.
And
you did some solo like.
Oh yeah, I love
that would have
solo
been amazing.
shit.
I want to do that, man.
Yeah,
I love being alone, bro. It sounds fun.
Yeah.
Man. I love it, bro.
Oh man, same as well, because you have like a fresh start. No one like can really judge you. Nothing like that, and you can do what you want to do.
Yes.
And oh man, it's great as well to have, because you're never alone, bro. You're always gonna be traveling. You're gonna meet other people, and there's always gonna have that, you know, connection of energy from like wherever you go.
Facts.
So like,
Facts.
when people like think that they're gonna be like alone and they're just gonna be scared and stuff, there's always gonna be some good person to
that
help
comes
you out.
along. Yeah.
Always, man.
That's a fact.
So once I traveled and stuff like that, got all. I was also like doing my music there as well, like. I still to this day have all my shit in my bag, and like,
really?
Like my mic, I got my Shure mic.
Took it all with you?
Yeah,
nice,
man.
Bro.
So I took it all with me, and that's when I met even do you know Herbal Horace, Jake?
I met him at one of those sessions. Yeah.
So like I met him in Vietnam.
Oh wow.
And we were in like a hostel, and I remember him saying that he really wanted to get into this music stuff, and I was just like, yeah, man, like you got to do you know, you got to do it and stuff like that. And then he obviously saw me like learning how to mix. And he's like, oh, okay, there's a little bit more to just like recording and stuff like that. He saw me like do a few freestyles and stuff like that. And he was like really loving it. And then I'd like see him a few more times around Vietnam. But then other than that, then we didn't see each other until like 3 years later at Universal when me and you were there. Yeah. So
that
like
was a reconnecting moment.
Yeah, and like that was all started. All these people got like met up and stuff like that. All started, and yeah, Jake just as soon as he walked into the room, he's like, Alex. I'm like, no way. Never seen him. Yeah, it was such a trip.
Yeah,
but he's good, man. He's doing his own He's in Mixbreed as well. He's doing his own thing. He has a EP coming out soon as well. It's I forgot what UK artist producer that he has, but he has some crazy beats, and I think he only has like 3 more songs to go or something like that.
Wow.
So he's going good, bro. Then we got like Savas, obviously. Savas is killing it.
Sav's doing his thing.
Who else, man? I'm just trying to tell you like the artists
that are putting out things
who are putting out some stuff now, like Macca 47.
Yeah, shout out
killing
to Macca.
Shout out to Macca, man. He's killing it. Non-Sum as well, his producer from Chile. Man, he's fucking killer as well, bro. Really, really good. Who else, bro?
Will
guitarist. He's a big inspiration. I'm really, really close to that dude as well. That dude's my brother. He's going crazy, man. His work ethic is nothing I've seen before, sort of thing. Like he just keeps on going, never stop. Even if he's like dead, out of slum, he'll be like,
pick up the guitar.
Yeah, exactly. And
what a legend.
He'll be sweet to do a 16-hour session, easy.
Wow.
You know, like he's crazy like that.
Jeez.
But yeah, he's almost basically featured with everyone that he wants to feature in Sydney, sort of thing. So
really? So it's like he's had his hit list. Like
exactly. So that's why I think he's more so to it. Like, you know, I want to help out my family now. You know, I want to help out the people that came up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
what
also,
a legend.
He's all of the mixed breeders are all legends. You know, they're all legends and so different as well. You know, and you learn. That's how I learned so quickly, I think, was going to all of these people's sessions and all these studios and stuff, and just like learning little like different intricate sort of techniques that I've been like, ooh, like, you know, that saved me like
game changer.
Yeah, exactly. That little thing saved me like 100 hours from like writing or stuff like that. So that goes through like full spectrum producing, engineering and rapping, bro.
Wow, yeah.
So it's fucking crazy, man. But yeah, how it all started, bro. We just ended up hitting up Universal. I had this mate named Mark, and he ended up sorting it out, and he was just like, yeah, let's try to invite all these people. I got friends, you got friends and stuff like that. It was a vibe. It was so crazy.
Many artists, right?
Man.
And it felt so cool because at Universal and stuff, you know what I mean? It was real, like, one of the moments that was just like inspiring for yourself. It's like, I want this to be kind of.
That was my first studio that I ever went into in Sydney.
Oh, wow.
So like before that I went to...
That's so good.
Yeah, exactly. Straight to Universal.
Straight to the top.
I love it, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, just pumping that shit out. It was good, bro. Like I ended up making some music with my cousin Cody, who was also a mixed breed as well. He just lives in Byron.
Okay.
I've known that dude for my whole entire life. Crazy, amazing producer.
Yeah.
Straight after that trip I had with Eddie, and it was like a surf trip. I ended up coming back down, and then we ended up getting all that sorted. And I remember that was when the Dreamville sessions came through. So like everyone was...
the Dreamers 3, was it?
Yeah. So everyone was so fired up, bro. And it was just like, oh, like, let's do this shit. And like, man, there was some days that we had like, you know, 20 to 30 fucking people, bro.
In and out,
Yeah, in and out. All studios, like using all the studios and stuff.
Really? Every studio in the...
Except for the main one. Like if we had an engineer, we would use the biggest studio.
Damn.
But like you need like a person that knows how to use everything like that in the big studio.
Wow.
But the second one was big enough as well. We fit a lot of people in there, bro. It was like there's nowhere to fucking sit anymore.
You have to find a corner, bro. I found a corner. Like, it's gonna be my corner for now. And if you get up, I don't know if you're gonna get back to that spot.
Yeah.
You know?
You were writing some hot shit though.
I appreciate it, bro. Like, that was the beginning. It was good, man.
That song, we need to talk about that song as well, bro. That song's fire, man.
Oh, let me know, man. Because we had some bars, bro. Everyone had bars, man. Everyone was so talented. Like Sydney's talented. Do you know what I mean?
Man, that was the thing, bro. Like, I even thought, because before all this happened, I was supposed to move to Japan, but that sort of didn't work out because I didn't realize how much you had to work in Japan. Like, people in Japan have to work like a lot, especially if you want to like stay there for like a year or two, sort of thing. You have to work like crazy 40 to 50 hours, sort of things, like non-stop. And I was like, I can't really do that. That's why I went straight to Canada. And the year before that, I was in Southeast Asia and I met all these Canadians. And they basically, I was just like a week before, I like called them up. They said, "Yo, can I stay at yours if I end up coming to Canada?" It's like, of course, man. We got a basement. You can just like chill there. Got a spare room, man.
So they set up a little stew.
Yeah. So I was in Canada for 3 months. Didn't spend $1 on accommodation.
Wow.
But I just knew friends, family,
Bro, that's mad.
people that I met there and stuff. But I'll be sleeping on couches and shit. But then still, everyone goes to work, and then I get to make the music.
Ooh.
So it was like it was a really cool thing to do for me, just to step up my music and like be in a completely different environment, bro. The inspiration is limitless, man. Just like, damn. And you're like an outcast as well, because like it's not normal to you, you know, all this city and stuff. You're trying to, and it feels like you're a kid again, because you're like, oh,
that's
my
so
gosh,
good though,
like,
for creativity.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Being in that like you said, that kid like state where everything's
Something
stimulating you, you know what I mean?
Stimulating.
So you're constantly getting like inspired. So like the music would be, that's why that Japan video, we'll talk about that, is fire, because you had all that, you know, happening for you.
Oh, for sure, man. Like even that one, bro. That was filmed and edited by Edian.
Shout out to Edian, man. Shout out to Edian.
That's my bro, man. That's my bro.
Edian's a legend.
He's killed it, and that was basically like, we shot that when we were in Japan, like, what, 2 to 3 years ago almost, you know?
Oh, wow.
But like, you know, he was finishing university, trying to get sorted, trying to learn how to edit and stuff like that. So all that stuff, we ended up editing that like 3 times, but 3 to 4 times, like full edits. But like each edit was so dramatically better because Edian was learning every month, you know, on the fly. So like, you know, he would make it and be like, oh yeah, okay, like let's release it. And then like 2 to 3 months, he'd be like, fuck, like, I can do this way better now, you know, like. So then he'd like change it all up. But even that, man, I loved releasing that, because it really encapsulates how my mind was at that time, because I didn't know that this Mixbreed shit was happening and stuff. You know, like I was just a normal dude that's just trying to make some music, trying to do something different. True. But like, you know, amongst all the artists out there, you know, just like, but it was cool. It's cool to like, it sort of centers myself, because it makes me realize like what was more important to me at that sort of time, you know? So when like, you know, when life gets crazy and shit like that, I really get to see that stuff, and like, this brings it back home for me, you know?
Nah, that's, bro, it's true. But like with the whole editing, like learning on the fly, I feel like that's me with the music as well. Yeah. Like I'll make the song, I'll let it sit there, and I'll come back to like, fuck, it could be better. But it kind of works to my disadvantage at the same time, because I'm like, shit, did I just chop this up way too much? Like, did I like overthinking, and like, that's you kind of take away from the essence of the moment that you captured. You know what I mean? But I guess editing video is different, but like music, same?
They're both, bro. They're all both like that. Like Edian even said as well, you don't want to do too much. Like you want to just let it flow, bro. We kind of get in our own way. It's just like, it's weird, but it's probably like how you said, it's nice to have a group, because if you are getting your own way, it's like, you know, someone could be like, you could be like to Saf, like, nah, that is what it is. Like, leave it like that. Do you know what I mean? Because you're so in it. So, oh man, like Sav's one of the best ones to do it. Like, he loves his rawness. Like, it's fucking raw, man. Like, keep it like that. Raw, and it took me a while to like learn that shit, because I used to always second guess, especially when I've been an artist like maybe like 4 years before all the Mixbreed stuff. So it was like heavily critiquing and stuff. But you don't need any of that, man. It's more like you know, Bob Marley, like the careless feel, you know? It is. You're just trying to just like get your brain like straight to your mouth without any like filter or anything like that. You know, like people are really good at like fucking Drake, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne taught Drake and stuff. These things, like even Juice WRLD and stuff like that, they can freestyle. They can go forever. And Jay-Z as well. They freestyle all their stuff. It's crazy, but I don't know
Like,
I don't know how they did it as well. Like Jay-Z was crazy. He could like remember all his verses and stuff like that.
Guy's a wizard.
But like, you know, that's how I write though as well. I like to live, like I'll be like walking and then like, you know, a few bars will come into my head and I have to write it down, you know, like, and that's me. Even with music as well, when it's done and I've like recorded it and stuff, I'll like, okay, let's breathe with it. Let's breathe with it for like a week. So I can see how I feel, you know. I can be like, you know, I can be annoyed in like the fucking city and like, let's see how this makes me sound. Or like, you know, euphoric, you know, grateful, you know, or like, you know, all these feelings. How does this song fit into all these equations?
That's
and how
deep.
could like, you know,
tweak it,
to make, you know, that perfect balance sort of thing.
That's so deep, bro. I like that. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I like that a lot, bro. Fuck, we're gonna make some music, bro.
Oh man, it's been too long. But like, you know,
soon.
it's good as well, bro, because I've always wanted to make music with you, but I just haven't, like, even with producing now, like I told you, I made like 4 beats this week.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's
which
unheard.
is crazy.
That's unheard of with me, you know, like that flow state. But it's that continuous studying and trying to figure out how everything works and stuff like that. Same as Edians, you know, just like, I would love to make all this music and stuff like that, but my dad's always said it to me as well. It's just like, don't work harder, work smarter.
Yes.
You know? So it's just like, I'm trying to get all this stuff sorted in my head sort of thing. And then once I got that, then that's when I make my smarter moves.
Yeah.
Rather than not knowing what to do. And then you're like trying to punch through the wall without
forcing
being equipped.
Exactly.
You know?
I like that.
So I was always just like that, you know? But man, there's so many talented, even like realizing that with making music with people. I've been doing that for 4 years before I met all these people, and I'm just like, man, like this is what
you've been missing.
This is what I was missing, you know? Like, I was looking at myself in the wall, like getting no inspiration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You go into a room with all these people, man, you'll be writing or producing, like the energy just goes back and
you're
forth.
Feeling it, everyone's throwing it to each other.
Exactly. And I remember I used to beat myself up. I'm like, fuck, should have done this before,
exactly,
you know?
But
it all happens for a reason, man.
Facts.
It's how we work and stuff like that.
It's so true.
But yeah, man, like it's crazy how much my skill has gotten up just because of just creating with all these different people and how they deliver their producing or like rapping or mixing, you know? Like, but then I always think like, okay, they do it that way, like how can I do it my way?
Yeah, like your own interpretation kind of. I feel that.
Like something like Bruce Lee, you know, like you know, Bruce Lee, like he took all these little tiny like martial arts, you know, wrestling, fencing and stuff, and then he made his own martial art, you know, and that was his. And everyone used to say that was the biggest badass, you know.
He is, bro. Yeah, and like, he's a guru, bro. That guy drops gems all the time. I love Bruce Lee.
Be like water, my friend. That shit is
he's the goat, bro. He's the god right there. We love some Bruce Lee.
1 sec.
Nah, all good, bro. I actually wanna get into how you started, because I remember when we were in school. We'll go a little story time.
Yeah, for sure.
Back in school, man, me and Alex used to get the bus together all the time. It was like a ritual.
Do you remember what number the bus was?
624, bro.
That's what I thought it was. I said that to Sam, and I was like, I swear it was 624.
It's a 624, bro.
Fuck yeah.
That was our bus, man. Alex would get on at Rose Bay. I'd start off at Edgecliff, do you know what I mean? And then whenever, and on the way back from school as well. But it was always a thing where like me and Alex would just like trade like new music that we'd find. I mean, we'd talk about artists. It was always music. It's crazy.
It was always music, man. I remember like that was when like Kendrick did I think Section 80, and we were fucking like, loving
what
that
is
shit.
this? Yeah.
But we used to have like such deep conversations, bro.
Facts.
We went in. We had like I think maybe like half an hour on
to
the
get
bus
it
together.
all. Yeah, to get it all in.
To get it all in. It's like, oh, I'll see you next. See you next tomorrow, bro. Like, you know, it was the
so
best,
true,
man.
They were good times, bro, and I appreciate them because I didn't realize how much that was sparking me. Do you know what I mean? And even like this is why like the universe is just so like amazing, because like even after school, I remember I was in the city and I can't remember what I think I was looking for a job and I saw you
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this.
I remember that.
Like Culinary Town Hall, and you were like at the Apple Store or something. You were learning to mix or something. Or learning.
I was learning to produce at the Apple Store.
Yeah, it was like something like it was like the like foundation of and you're like, yeah, man, I'm thinking I want to get into music and this and that. And I'm like, it was like kind of like the part of me that wanted to do that, like my creative side.
That's great.
And I'm like, yeah, well, man, I'm here looking for a job, mate. You need the moment. Do you know what I mean? But I think like that moment was good for me because it was like, oh, like look at Alex. Do you know what I mean? Someone who's like in the same position as me, doing what he wants. Yeah. You know? Well, and I think subconsciously it inspired me, bro, because like eventually I got there, you know? But you had the knowing to be like, nah, that ain't for me. This is for me. Let me just, do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because like with me, man, it scared the shit out of me when I was a kid because I had so many people around me that couldn't do what they wanted to do and stuff like that, and they felt like they were stuck. And that was the thing.
Worst
like,
feeling.
Yeah, and it's more so like even like stuck as in like, you know, they've been working at like a job for like 5 years, the same job, and it's like, oh, I don't want to like do something else new because that means I need to start all over again. But it's not the case, man. It's just like you learn so many stuff you know, that equips you in life, you know?
Life skills.
Yeah, life skills, like even being disciplined and stuff. You know, I know a lot of people that went to uni that didn't like their degree. They finished it, they might have worked for a year and they're like, that's not for me. Yeah. But like, instead of you saying like, oh, I just wasted all that time, it's just like, no, you've learned all this other stuff, connections and everything like that. Yeah. And then you put that into the next one.
That's it, know? Exactly.
Yeah, man.
It's true. You learned like commitment, obviously, to commit to something and finish it. Discipline, like there's so many, that's the thing, like we get so stuck at like looking at like, you know, the negative obviously or whatever like didn't work for us, when it's like, bro, look at all the lessons in all this. Do you know what I mean? In all these situations, even though like in the moment the emotions might be like, you know, dank and you know, but it's there. Like there's always those lessons and gems in everything. Yeah, man. It's got a peep game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's such a hack because when you start doing it more and more, you get better, right? Like anything. And then like life starts to become more of a flow. You know what I mean? Like you said, like it's just more of a, like you were saying before, but the mind straight into the mouth and like, you know, release it. Yeah, exactly. It becomes that one flow, you know what I mean? And I've noticed that now with myself. It's like if I want to do something, I say I do it, and I try to get out of my own way, and I'm just flowing with, I don't know, I'm just in tune, but I feel so good.
Oh, for sure. Even on the bad days as well. Just like at least we're doing, you know, something that we love, you know?
Facts.
I think that, like, if I was in the position where, like, I didn't love what I was doing and then, like, shit happened, that's when it gets dark,
that's
you know?
Exactly.
I'm just like, oh, fuck, you know? But, like, with that, I'm just like, oh, don't worry, I'll get back up to it, you know? And that's the thing, like, you need to do something that you know you love, sort of thing, or you find some sort of love as of now. Do it, because that's gonna gain you the experience for whatever you want to do, sort of thing, you know?
I like that, bro.
I'm always like that. That was one of my like you know, my thoughts that I had when I was traveling, because that's all you do, you know, like you just talk to all these people from different countries and their morals and
perspectives on things,
on life and stuff like that. You know, I can be talking to someone that's like, you know, in a third world country that lived a completely different lifestyle as me, but for some reason both of our lives have like come to the conclusion that we've had the same state of mind, you know? Yeah. So just like, how can you have this state of mind when you've lived a completely different lifestyle? Yeah. It's just like maybe the similar traits of like people that you met or whatever, but like, man, it's crazy that connection that you have with people and stuff like that. But everyone's like waking up, man. I feel like,
dude, it's crazy. It is crazy. Like lately, especially like the last few weeks. I will talk about the weather. I know this is a bit like, but the sun's hitting different. And I feel like everyone is kind of like just raising that level of like, whether it be consciousness or their frequency, and even just like mood. Yeah. Right? Everyone's mood's just a little more up, because this year's been, you know, they've been trying to flatten us and feel, but now it's just rising. Yeah. And it's like, look, this guy, 4 songs in a week, do you know what I mean? Because all this energy's coming in and you're like funneling it into your creativity, you know what I mean? And you're on that wave.
Oh, on that wave, bro. But like also what you said, man, like people don't realize that the sun's like energy, bro. Like you need that sun.
You want to get into the sun, bro? Yeah, I love sun talk. If you want, we can get into it, bro.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go, bro.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D, bro. So like, obviously, we all know the vitamin D, right? How important it is. And you know, for just your body, for everything, right? And obviously, when you're in the sun, it raises your mood, right? And I look at it like, I always look at things through symbols, right? And I'm just like, from the sun, it's like solar energy, right? So then I think soul.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what's the sun, solar energy doing to my soul?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is how I like rationalize things. But like, so I think there's something about the sun, like you said, it's energy, it's giving you energy. And like, sun makes things grow, like plants, trees. So it must make us grow.
It has
in
to,
some
bro.
type of, not even just physically. Do you know what I mean? In other, like, you know, spiritual ways, other ways. We just don't know.
Exactly, man.
So it's like, get out into that sun.
Charge that third
Charge
eye, man.
up, bro. Yes. Do you do sun gazing? Have you done that?
No, well, like, I've done it a couple of times with legend Kalen, bro. Kalen Burton, like.
The singer. He sings,
the
right?
singer, yeah, bro. Like,
amazing voice,
and he's like a unique human being as well. You know, like his deep thoughts and the knowledge that kid has.
Okay.
Like, I can't articulate it like him, but like it's crazy how much knowledge he is, and he's a legend of a dude as well, man. I actually 4 of those songs, 2 of them are his.
Okay.
And like I've been cooked up with him for a very long time. He lives up in the Central Coast as of now.
Yeah.
But I ended up like going up there, and we ended up just going straight into music, and we came out with 2 things. And I remember like the first one we did, and it was like, oh, this is sick.
Yeah.
He's like, let's do another one.
Keep going, yeah.
And then like I was already like dead, you know, from it, because so much creativity,
bro,
you know,
so much energy you're putting in. Yeah.
But like, you know, even while I was doing that, you know, every like hour we'd go out in the sun, you know, like, and just chill out. Like once I started like frying out,
recharge.
I was like, yo, let's just like get some air, get some vitamin D,
that's
bro,
it. Recharge, and then back in.
We were in, and then we ended up making a second song that night as well.
Wow.
And it was really, really cool, really special. Like one was like a pop one, and one's like an R&B one.
Nice.
So it was really cool.
That dude I still remember to this day when he just belted out, like, he just started singing, because I didn't expect, I thought it was a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. And I remember everyone was like, he
can rap as well, bro. It's
really
crazy.
Okay, there
he's
you
a
go.
singer, but like he can rap as well, bro.
I remember that moment. Everyone's looking at each other like, well, who is, like, this guy's crazy. There's something, like, he just hits like, it was voice, like that Miguel type of like, just like,
yeah,
you know,
he loves Miguel as well. But like, his vocal control, man, like I've seen him like hold a note for like almost like, you know, like a verse and a chorus, just holds that note, and just like air pressure and everything like that, just like, it's amazing, man. Like, and that's like, he's the number one person I learned from, like, you know, pitch and like breath and stuff like that. It's just all from that, you know. Like, it's crazy, man. And also just his outlook in life and stuff like that. It's crazy how he can put, you know, all his thoughts to pen so easily. As soon as he gets that like that vibe, that wave sort of thing, he can just put it down easy, and like,
it's a gift, bro.
Yeah, and then like, that's the thing, bro. He like spits it like, you know, once or twice, and it's done.
Wow.
Same as Mako, bro. He's just like, he can spit his whole entire fucking verse, like one go, boom, like that. Yep, sweet. And I'm just like, I'll get to that fucking point soon, but not as of now. You know, like, I want to get that perfect, you know, takes.
Yes.
You know, like maybe every time I get out of the breath, I'm just like, just like put me into here, sort of thing.
Yeah. When do you know when to like stop?
You find your pockets,
or have a break. Okay,
like you find your pockets, and you're like, oh, okay, like I can hear myself like jump into there and stuff.
Yeah.
But it definitely makes like the producer, the person who's recording you or comping your shit.
Yeah.
Like if he's fast and he can find those pockets and stuff like that, and then you basically rap what you've already been saying, and then you just like jump in straight into it. So you get the pitch of your like old verses, and then you run into like the next one, and then you can always cut before after, because you already went a little bit before, a little bit after,
so you get that sweet
so you might have like one bar that you can like jump in anytime, and then you just trial and error sort of thing.
So all this like mixing that you've been doing and producing, it must have helped immensely with your the rhyme game.
It's the fucking long road, definitely, bro, because like I know a lot of artists that just like focus on one thing, you know, like focus on one thing, get good at that, but it's just like once you get good at that one thing and you blow up, or like, it's just like, when do you have the time to like produce and like and mix and stuff, because you'll be pumping out all these songs. But that's the thing, like I don't need to rely on anyone, you know, like
because you have all the skills that you need. I
might have an idea, and you know, if I have to give it to someone, it might be, you know, not even a better or a worse, but it's not my idea, you know. So if I can like, you know,
translate,
what we were saying, like the frequency, the no filter, and then have like my beats and I mixed it correctly and then rap on it.
It's like
everything from my
there
mind.
is just there. True. It's such a good
put
point.
it into like sound sonics.
Yeah.
And that's what I think it is as well. Like it's energy, bro, but we just put it into sound.
Yeah.
And we're translating energy into sound so people can, you know,
true.
it is, man.
Deep, man.
Yeah. And that's with any sort of creative sort of thing. It could be
art,
like art, even like being a chef, you know,
facts.
like all this energy. It's all energy and inspiration
energy, exactly.
that they put into.
We're all basically doing the same thing, just doing it in different channels. You know what I mean? Like a chef's doing it his way. You know what I mean? Through his art form. We're doing it in our way. Like everyone's got their own way of doing it.
Yeah.
And I think like if everyone just appreciates everyone's way, bro, it's a game changer.
Exactly,
Do you know
man.
what I mean?
And also, if everyone realizes that we can learn, even from your enemies, man, you can always learn something from someone.
Facts.
You know? Don't judge the person. Be like, because they might have had a completely different life. You know?
Exactly.
And you don't know and stuff like that. If they might have given you the cold shoulder and stuff, it's just like you never know what they. It's like, okay, that's up to you sort of thing. No. But like, you know, like
it's so true.
I never will, like, you know, judge someone because of that. I always look at someone and be like, okay, like, what can I learn from them? There might be some aspects that are opposite to my morals. Yeah. But man, I'm just really just trying to like be very neutral these days.
Bro, I love that, bro. I've been on that lately as well, being objective.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I even had these like moments yesterday when I had to literally like, instead of writing it down, I recorded myself saying it. I'm like, man, we even can read subjectively. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Sure,
like I'll be reading something and I'm like, oh wait, let me read that. You need to read it a few times because it's like you're reading through so many filters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And maybe you're talking to a certain person you already have, and then a filter comes in when you talk to them. So reading objectively is important. Yeah. Plus viewing, like perceiving things from an objective place. It's so important. Yeah. Neutral, right?
Yeah, neutral.
Because then you can get, like you said, the lessons and stuff from it. And this comes up a lot on the podcast lately. I'm like, man, maybe it's the thing about people like projecting, right? So like they, like you said, you don't know what happened in their life for them to be doing things to you or whatever. But if you have that understanding, like you said, that beautiful mindset of being like, oh, okay, let me just look at it from this, like a bigger picture, you know what I mean? And that's a game changer. Do you know what I mean? Because then you don't take shit personally. Do you know what I mean?
I think you shouldn't take, even like ego wise as well. Like if someone knows more, you know, it's not, you don't have to agree with that person. But he knows more about that topic, and you better listen fucking closely because then you can understand, and then
the language
you use it as well and debate with it as well, you know. So, but like, just having like, you know, just a neutral perspective, it makes it so much better, man. You learn. It's basically you're learning both sides.
Yes,
so you're learning more instead of just learning like
one part.
Because you could be learning one part, but it could be the wrong part. You know, exactly.
Facts. Or you don't need that part.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You need the other part.
You need the full body.
The totality of it.
Yeah,
that's
the totality. Exactly.
Bro, that's it, bro. I love it. We're getting deep already, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Bro, I want to talk about the Japan video that came out recently. I mean, we were talking about it a bit with Eddie and how he was editing it, but I want to talk about like lyrically, I mean, the inspiration wise, you know, how that all came along. Obviously, it was in Japan, but tell me like the catalyst and everything that got it all going and moving.
So I that was my second time ever going to Japan, and I really wanted to take my best mates Eddie and Keaton to there because I was just like, this country is something special about it, you know, like the people there, no matter what you are, they put pride into their craft. And like you can be like, you know, you might be a son of like a burger joint and stuff like that. He'll devote his life to make the best burger.
I feel you.
You know, and like he'll try different ways. He will never settle for like, you know, and I'm like, you have to take something away from that. And also, they're such genuinely honest and
respectful,
nice. Oh
like,
man,
it's contagious,
lost,
right?
Yeah. Oh, bro, it's exactly. And like, if you're lost, man, someone's walking the opposite way, and you're like, oh yeah, how do you get here? They'll go out of their way to show you, man. Like, and that's like a lot of people, you know. And I love that, man. Like the pride in family and stuff like that.
Like values and morals and principles. Like they're so like I don't know. I've never been, but from what I've seen, do you know what I mean? I watched like a documentary. This like rapper from South Africa, I think, went to Japan and shot like a mini documentary.
I think I watched
you
that.
Saw that?
Bro.
The Zulu man in Japan or something. But like,
I seen that shit.
It was mad. It was a nice little insight, and I could tell, I'm like, yeah, these people, they look like they're just so grounded and like, you know, they don't litter and stuff. I heard like everything's so they respect each other, respect where they're living, you know. And bro,
it's crazy. It's like that's why I love even traveling, bro. Because you go to every single country has some, as what we're talking about with people, you know. Like there's always something that you can learn from them, you know.
Facts.
Same as cultures, bro. Like you might just because there might be third world or they don't have any money does not mean that they're like less mature. You know, they're probably most likely more mature. Exactly.
That's the thing, bro.
Because they're not striving to get something. They're just like, I'm happy with what I have here.
They're grateful.
Family, friends, and this is my community.
You can learn so much from them. Do you know what I mean?
Bro,
it's so true.
Much, man.
Someone said, I can't remember where I heard it. I think it was on some podcast where someone said like, we're first world in like technology and all this stuff, but like spiritually we're third world. And then all these third world countries, they're actually first world in spirituality or connectedness to one, you know what I mean? Like, because they, like you said, they don't have much, so they understand what's real, do you know what I mean? And what matters, do you know what I mean? And what life is really about, you know?
I feel
it's not chasing
bro.
The external shit that, you know, gives you a little bit of gratification here and there. They get it. They know it, do you know what I mean?
They know it as well. Like, obviously, there's like people that they don't know any better.
Yeah.
But like some reason that's sort of like there's the beauty in that as well, you know, because then they only the simplicity of life is what makes them happy, you know, and that was one of the biggest things with me, you know, because I would go to all these places and everyone's so happy and stuff like that. Even like I went to a few you know, monasteries and
nice,
and did that like, you know, those silent day
meditation
things. Like,
so how long did you go without speaking?
I've done like, my top has been 10.
Wow.
Yeah, but I usually do like 7. I think like after like, you know, like 6, like 10, I did my first one for 10 because I wanted to say like, you know, I did 10 sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like after that, like after like 6 is 6 days for me is just like
enough.
It's good, you know. Like,
so what happens? Like I've never actually looked into it properly.
Man, it's fucking great, bro. You literally like don't do anything except for just understand yourself, understand your mind. You might have some ancient scripts that you can read out and stuff to for you to understand the practice. But as like once you get there, it's just like, you know, just like do whatever you want. Like give yourself a holiday. Like don't actually do nothing, because every human's like, oh, we love to do stuff, you know. Even the smallest things, you know, like drop everything.
Do nothing.
And just do nothing. And like when I started, I was like, yeah, that's fucking easy. Bro, it's hard, man. And like even when I was there, bro, I think I had other people from around the world, and they left after like, you know, 3 days. Bro, it's hard, especially once at night, especially how we live, that like how we work, and then as soon as we finish work we get home, and then we're just fucking on our phones,
somehow,
you know,
keeping ourselves occupied.
So like wired, so our brain is so wired because we've just been working and just wanting to
we've
chill
been programmed like that. It's such a habit, we're always doing it, do you know what I mean?
But like imagine that you're in like the middle of a jungle, you got no technology whatsoever, and your mind, because it's still stimulated,
it's been programmed that way, it's so like I need to do shit,
exactly, but you can't, so you're just in this hut by yourself in the middle of the jungle, and you're basically just trying to like all your memories, all your past, all the stuff that might have been at the back, you know, like all comes to your head, and it can get intense. I can see people, because no one can go up to someone and go like, yo, what's up, like, you know, like it's just like you can't run from yourself. You can't run from yourself.
That's deep, bro. You gotta face everything that you've been kind of putting away, or so everything comes to surface, really.
Man. Wow. And I was getting taught by this 86-year-old monk, I would say, or even older. But he spoke ancient Thai, which is basically like completely different Thai that's like only scripted and stuff. And then I was getting translated from this dude that was from Mexico, and he like taught himself, he gave him like a 1 year to teach himself ancient Thai. Whoa. So I would talk to him. So like, you're not supposed to talk, but you can talk to your teacher. So you probably talk to him like, you know, once every, you know, 3 days or some shit like that. Just how's the practice? But that's the only talking you do. And he's getting hella futuristic. Like he's like filming, like even some of our talks are on Facebook and stuff like that. Man. So,
bro, I need to see these. You didn't post one of them.
I need to. There's a few of them, but like, man, it's crazy to translate, you know, to basically tell this person if you're doing the practice right and stuff like that. And the other guy's translating, and then like you see the old dude like speak in ancient time, like, and he's such a straight face as well. So like you don't know if he's like happy and he's like, oh yeah, like you're understanding the practice, or like you're not understanding, you know.
I feel you can't tell.
But one of my main things was like I went there. It's like, oh, why did you come here? It's like, oh, because to be happy. And I remember he like said to me like, why are you trying to, you know, chase happiness sort of thing. And I'm just like, no, I just want to have like an overround happiness sort of thing. But he was just like, life's all about like suffering, and I'm just like, I couldn't get my head around that. I was like, what does that mean? Blah, blah, blah. And then I remember like the third or fourth day, like all clicked. I'm like, I fucking understand now, you know. And once I understood that, the whole entire practice, like after like another 3 days, the whole entire practice made sense and stuff like that.
Can you expand on that? The whole suffering, like what you got from it?
What I got from it is just that, like, in the world, like, it's like what I even doing now with my project, Yin. You know, it's like yin and yang is, there's no good or bad. It's just is, you know? So like there's always going to be a complete opposite to it. But like, I think from, you know, religion or just how society works and stuff, there's always been that like demonic or bad thing. Evil, good thing. But it's just like, it's that yin and yang sort of thing. It is what it is sort of thing. And like, that's the thing. You can be like, oh, why does this happen and stuff? It's like, no, it just works like that. Exactly. So there's always good people there. It's like, there's always that balance, you know. Even when I like traveled, man, there's always good people and there's bad people, but there's always a balance, man. You just need to search.
It's so true, man. Can I build on that quick?
Yeah.
That's true, because like you need both to exist.
For sure.
You can't have that good, like you can't have Iron Man, Black Panther without the, you know, that his adversary or whatever. You need that to make the fucking movie good.
Exactly.
So you need that in your life to make life good in a way, and then you can appreciate the hero, you can appreciate the good times because you had the suffering. You know what I mean? And you can even appreciate the suffering because you're like, I don't know, it's weird, and the word suffering is a bit like, you know, it kind of throws you off, but I totally understand that, bro.
That's what we like always like expect as well, as like being the hero of our like our own movie, but it's actually like you're the hero and the villain.
Let's go.
You know, it's
me
like
versus me.
Literally. Exactly.
It's so true.
But yeah, bro, I've been even like listening to Carl Jung. I don't know if you know
I've heard of him. I know him because of the quotes. I see like Carl Jung on Instagram. I'm like, who is? I need to check him out.
This guy was like the first person I think that like put neurology and like spirituality together. And he talked in like really in-depth imagery that made everyone understand so effortlessly.
Wow.
You know, he didn't use big words and stuff. He would like use an analogy to like understand, you know,
to make you understand.
Yeah, exactly. And like I've been on my Yin project. I'm trying to get that smashed out as fast as I can because I want to.
The Yin project, I love that.
The Yin. Yeah. So I'm doing Yin first, and then I'll be the Yang. Yeah,
love that, bro.
Yeah, and it's good as well because it splits up my project, so like I can, you know, get focus on that one half first, and then release it, blah blah blah, and then like I can focus rather than as a whole. Like I needed to, you know, sort of thing.
That's gonna be fire. I already know that's gonna be fire. I can feel it in the room right now. That's literally gonna be fire.
Exactly.
And then, let's go,
man. There's some good songs. Like I'm obviously with Yin, it's trying to be that dark tone, but also, man, like I never knew. That's why I love being an artist as well, bro. Because like, you know, I'll tackle, you know, a project and I'll be like, okay, this is how this intention makes me feel, and then I'll like go about it and I'll actually study it, which makes me understand who I am or like how that intention works, sort of thing, you know. So I really so that's what I've been doing with Yin, because I'm like, okay, I know Yin, Yang, like this balancing, but like I want to actually, and like we're so blessed to live in a society like this, you know, just watch YouTube and just all these philosophers just like
soak up all that knowledge, absorb it all, literally.
It's fucking amazing.
Go to sleep with it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're absorbing it without even doing it consciously. Like I do that a lot. Like I put something on if I really want to like understand it a few times. I'll watch the video, but then I'll put it on while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The subconscious
subconscious, bro. Get them hacks, man.
I need to start getting into that stuff as well, bro.
Yeah. Well, it is subconscious rules your reality. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to Jason. I'm gonna have him on soon as well. He's like mad, like in tune, spiritual brother. And
nice.
he put me on that book, Reprogram the Subconscious Mind or something.
How's that, man?
That's a good book, man. But like it's pretty simple. It's just basically like reprogram yourself, retrain yourself, unlearn what you've learned to become better, do you know what I mean? Or just absorb what you want. What you want to become, absorb that stuff, do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
bro.
really like, and then just repeat. Like in the classroom when you're repeating your time. So it's the same thing. It's apply that same exact blueprint. And it's just it's crazy, bro. It is, but we're getting deep, bro. This is it's getting hot in here as well, bro.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
So what else is happening? What else? Any other
things? No, not like.
So wait, is he in an album? Is it gonna be an EP?
It's gonna be an EP. So like, I want to keep that an EP and roughly like 6 to 7 songs sort of thing.
Nice, yeah.
And then like they're all gonna have dark tones. And there'll probably be one that's like like in a yin there's like one white dot. That
little white dot, yeah.
So I'm gonna try to like.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
So we already have some ideas for that. It's almost done as well. And then it's Yang, and I really want to have Yang that positive, upbeat. That's why I want to get this shit pumped out.
Yeah.
Because then summer's coming up.
And then you jump on that Yang. It's a perfect time to do it.
Yeah, and like
that's
all
dope.
the yin and shit, I got so much fucking inspiration from all the COVID lockdowns and shit like that.
Wow, it's crazy how it kind of all unfolds. Like it kind of worked for you, do you know what I mean? In this way.
Bro, like that's the thing, man. Like I can say like confidently that COVID fucking helped me, bro.
Say it, bro, because it's hard. I know. I tell people as well, and I feel bad, but you gotta say it because it is what it is.
It is.
Some people it did really help. You know.
I think if you work for yourself and you know how to work for yourself, it's good. But if you don't know how to do that or try to keep productive, I can see people getting like caught up in depression and
mental health and stuff.
But that's the thing. That was all the thing about the monasteries as well. Like it's just like. Once you have time by yourself, that's when all the stuff that you push aside
comes to the surface.
Comes to the surface,
it's a fact,
know? And it's all good, man. Like maybe people like had some tough times in it, but it's like it's better for you to do that now than later. Because
it's gonna stock up and then it's gonna come even harder. Do you know what I mean? So it's better that you have that like purge. In that moment. It's true, bro. It's so true,
man. Like I even also got on to. I had some DMT with. Do you remember Georgie?
Yeah, I love Georgie. Yeah.
Ended up having a great night with those guys up in Manly. Some crazy partying in Manly. And we ended up going out, and I had some DMT.
Wow.
So bro,
intense.
It was pretty intense. Yeah. But like obviously I could still like hold my own sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I remember we were like walking on the sort of like promenade. And me and Georgie already had some acid
before that.
Damn, bro. So we had these Rick and Morty acid tabs.
Oh, bro, I've seen them on Snapchat lately, bro.
So good, bro. So nice and clean and but like I only do it because it's like that spiritual shit. Like I love doing it and like meditating and like understanding myself and there's no like escape or no nothing. It's more I'm trying to understand myself.
Bro, that's so key. Like the intention of doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it changes the whole experience.
It changes your whole
if your intention is to get something out of it about yourself, learn from yourself, it will show you.
It will show you.
It's like mushrooms and stuff.
I feel like it's like life. It gives you life, but in a short span of time.
Yeah.
Like
and really concentrated and hectic.
Yeah, you're just like, fuck. Wow. But I love it, bro. Like I think if you're it's exactly the same as life, man. Like if you're with good people and in a good environment, you're gonna be good. Same as life,
It's
just
so
like,
true.
So like I always like even came to that conclusion as well. But I don't try to do it much. But like once I do it, I like to be like outdoors and like not too many people. Like only like my close friends. Yeah,
because everything's magnified. So you have one fuck out energy, it will fuck with the trip. I've been through that.
Yeah, you've been
through that. You know what I mean? Like you have to. You're right. You have to have the right energies around you. It's so important. I think that's why like in South America they have like shamans and shit to take you through it because they've been there so many times and they've done it. They can help you. You know what I mean?
I just ended up finding out about the ayahuasca.
Yeah,
and how and on the Amazonian jungle. So it's like DMT. So it's a plant they get DMT from.
Yeah.
And there's another plant that prolonged, because DMT only lasts for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's another plant that's on the complete opposite side of the jungle.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's the Amazon. It's fucking huge.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So imagine like the people that lived the Amazonians found this like thing and said, oh yeah, it trips us out. And then found this complete opposite plant. And they mixed it together. And then you trip for 16 hours or something with a shaman.
16 hours.
I'm so ready, bro. I was supposed to be in South America already.
Bro.
It's so long, but like it's not really long.
Yeah,
it's like 16 hours, you know, like it's like for your life sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know?
It's nothing. When you really put it in perspective, you're right. It isn't long at all.
I used to travel with this girl named Antonia through Europe with me and Keaton and stuff like that. And she told me that she had an ayahuasca trip when she was like 11 years old. So imagine 11 with her family. So it was like a more of like a family
cultural
thing,
yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm just like, that's crazy, man. Like
it's from South America, sorry?
Nah, she is from somewhere in America.
Yeah.
But I think she might have like a mix, yeah. She's like South American mix sort of thing.
That's crazy.
Bro.
11.
Yeah, but like she's so wise.
Yeah,
when I was traveling, like the energy and stuff like that, I was like, whoa, like this girl's very different sort of thing. Like in the best way possible sort of thing. But yeah, so I was like doing this DMT after this party. Me and Georgie was like, oh, like, do you want to smoke some weed? I'm like, do you want to just even sprinkle a little bit of DMT on
a little
in
bit
this
salt,
joint?
pepper,
Exactly. And man, like I did not expect that like I was gonna get hit that much, especially with that little bit of DMT. And like
it kind of shoots you,
bro. Like
it's like a whole other...
Have you done DMT before?
Yeah, I've done it before, bro. People gonna watch it. Oh, but, I have, man. And I didn't break through.
Same.
But I did shoot out or whatever into like the geometric like colors and the euphoria. Like it was like this. I don't know. Out of like you can't explain it. Put into words. It's a feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a feeling. Like I felt like I'd like was just seeing patterns, like all the patterns I was just seeing. I was like, is this like all just coding?
It's coding. No, legit. I honestly, that's what I realized later on. Like in the moment, I had no idea. I'm like, it's like a kaleidoscope. Like, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, it is like coding, bro.
Yeah,
like literally, that's what it is. We're just codes.
Yeah, well, that's a thing. Like we're our perception, you know. Like literally. That's like we perceive everything. We give it like you know patterns and stuff like that, and then that makes it the knowledge sort of thing.
And we think and work in patterns.
Yes,
you know what I mean, everything we do is like by habit, or so like it's showing you in day-to-day life how everything really works. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole as above so below, like micro macro. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you see like you know how those things on Instagram, you see your fingerprint and they show you a leaf.
Yeah.
And then how the leaf's got it's kind of got a similar pattern
in
a way.
Oh, yeah.
As you think, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm connected to like everything is constantly showing that we're connected. Yeah. Which is like what Spirituality 101, everything's connected, right? Yeah. So it's constantly showing you that. And like I think when you just like if you just apply that like that law that we're all connected to everything, whether it be figuring out why you're upset, it's like oh that's connected to this moment and that's connected. If you just keep using that connected thing to everything, bro, you can solve. You just problem solve all the time.
And it's even crazy as well how like if people realize that we're all connected, like you'd realize how like even stupid it is to like say that like every country and culture is like different. It's only because of evolution, you know, and like how the land like goes in. We're all connected, and that's the thing is that like people travel, like the people don't know or they don't travel, and they just have a perception of like all these people, and you're always gonna have a bad one for those sort of people. But once they realize like everyone's normal, you know?
Exactly.
But like it's crazy because I remember even growing up, and like I remember. Compared to like what we used to be as kids to now, like I think more cultures and more people are giving less of a fuck for that, you know, and actually blending
mixed breed, bro.
Mixed breed,
literally,
that's the mixed breed, man.
There's more like so many biracial people, you know what I mean? And it's a good thing because like we all realize at the end of the day we're one, do you know what I mean? Like all my cousins, like my Lebanese side, all my cousins are Chinese Lebanese. I mean, Irish Lebanese, Greek Lebanese, they're all mixed. They all mixed, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, and we're actually literally blood. Like technically, if you're gonna go down, even though we're all blood, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like at the end of the day, like the more you're right, it's like now because there's so many more mixes, it's like we're all like, fuck this whole separation bullshit they've taught us. Like
it's obviously like how it all pans out. It's just like it's the time, and we're so blessed to live in a time like this.
Facts,
you know, especially in Sydney as well. Like if you go to like Paris or something like that, they already have their like sort of culture stamp. Like this is I'm proud to be like a, you know, person from Paris and stuff, and they got their culture and their history and stuff. With here it's like a sort of like a clean slate.
We can create our own vibe,
exactly,
kind of,
and that's what I feel with like Mixbreed, or even what you're doing as well, bro. Like being the first, like it's like in New York, you know, you know, when they first came up, when like the 80s came and shit, and like they were like getting all the rappers and stuff, and just like, because that's the thing, man, like in the 90s was killer in New York. It was not just because of those amazing artists, but there's the culture, bro. They had Wu-Tang, they got Fugees, they had Big Small,
it was all thriving, and all different elements just moving it,
but they fucked with each other, and then that rose up the culture. They would do these crazy like what do you call it, like shows and stuff like that with all of them and stuff like that, and concerts, and man, that's how I look at it.
That's
like
a good
Sydney,
way of seeing it, man. I never thought of it like that. It's like we're at that kind of stage, in a way.
Exactly,
I mean, we're kind of creating our own thing.
Exactly,
it's
bro.
so crazy now.
And that's the thing. You can look back to it. It's like, I could be the first, you know, the first like radio show host to like do this hip hop thing and like give Australian hip hop. But it's like with Sydney, it's so multicultural that like you can do any sort of, you can take anywhere. Don't let like a country like limit you, you know. Be like Bruce Lee, be like, you take everything and make your own thing. Whatever you like, take it and then float with it and grow with it, and then that's when you find your own sound.
Deep, sort of bro. Exactly. It's so nice. I like that one, bro. People I'm gonna cut that one. That was real nice. I'll put that one as one of the trailers, you know what I mean? That's hectic. I love that. So we're in that time. It's so intense. Now I feel a mad responsibility. Do you know what I mean?
You just have to go with it. Like, I think with them as well, they didn't expect. They didn't expect.
They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know like
they
the
didn't
mass.
Expect, but like they were like just being present, you know, and doing what they're doing, and then like it obviously came up to that, and I think that's what a lot of people try to do. They try to compare themselves. Like I used to do it, man. I used to be like, damn, Kendrick had like fucking you know, these mixtapes are like 18, like bro, I just started, you know, like it's just like always.
Compare, you can't compare it. You gotta compare yourself to yourself, right? That's what they say. To yourself yesterday or whatever.
Your past,
your past self. That's it, because everyone's on their own journey, like we said, and everyone's are blooming in their own season, right? Maybe it's not your season yet, but your season will come. You know what I mean? You just gotta be patient, right? Patient and present.
Yeah, exactly. Patient and present. And I feel like with people, even with Mixbreed, you know, like everyone has their pros and cons, or I should say like everyone has their own like gift. You know, but they just have to learn all the other stuff. Same as me, you know? Like I knew that I could be good at music, but I just knew that I needed to understand all the revenues sort of thing, you know, all the different all the intricacies to me to understand that sort of thing. So I just feel like that's more so the thing with like artistry and stuff like that, just trying to find your way sort of thing. But like I'll have like, you know, mates like, you know, Georgie. Like Georgie is he's still, you know, like figuring out his like craft and everything like that, pumping all the raps and stuff, trying to like, you know, mix like Brazilian with like French, and
it's crazy,
you know,
like,
bro. He's getting some English and shit like
all
that.
In like in some bars, it's like, whoa, he's from French to English back to French.
Exactly, and maybe, you know, he's like, compared to like me or like other artists like Sav and Macca and stuff like that, and they killing it with they can just write something in like, you know, half an hour and it can be fucking amazing. Fire, you know, he doesn't know how to do that, but the thing is, like with Georgie, his specialty is like, as soon as he goes into a room, like he just like vibrates the whole entire room, you know, lights it up. And also like even meeting people and stuff like that, you know, you can be the most talentedest rapper and stuff like that, but if you can't put yourself out there and stuff like that, so even though like, you know, maybe that person's like learning rapping and stuff, and Georgie's learning like, you know, verses and stuff, and someone's already killing it with their raps, but now they have to learn
that other side, which
already has, you know?
True,
you know? So everyone has different qualities and different walls. I feel also as well as like you get to walls and maybe there's multiple walls, And, you know, some walls might be higher, but once you learn how to jump over that big wall, then all the small, medium ones are a lot easier.
True.
Yeah, you know?
I like that analogy, bro.
Yeah, so, like, that's what I've always been, man. Because, like, I used to obviously think to myself when I was a kid, like, oh, like, bro, like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
You know, all this stuff, like, you like calculating it, it's like, oh, this is impossible and stuff.
Yeah.
But then now, like, I do all this music with, like, everyone, with all my mates, and, like, making good music.
Facts.
You know, it's just like, oh my God, like, it's actually not too hard. But that's the number one thing as well. It's like your head. You're like,
it's that me versus me, right?
It's me versus me.
Get out your own way.
If you get out your own way, it makes it so much fucking easier, bro.
And it's like, that belief, right?
Yeah.
Like for me, it was belief, and like having people like you that were like in my like, you know, time. Do you know what I mean? Like in my same area, do it. It helps you. Do you know what I mean? Because you see yourself in them. I'll never forget that hotel. I always bring up this story. One hotel party. And Alex came and he just started rapping, bro. And I was just like, whoa. Like, this is, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, there's something about it. Like, when you're seeing someone that you know do it, it's like, I can do it. Do you know what I mean? Because we came from the same place, you know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. The progression, bro. Everyone loves to bank on, like, progression, no matter who you are or anything like that, you know? Like... But yeah, I remember that, man. That was a good day. I remember I haven't seen you guys for like years.
Yeah, that was a huge reunion.
And that was like reunion, exactly.
That was a massive.
And I remember like I didn't take any
anything
then, and then like that I was like, oh, I need to take something now, because like I was just like, I'm never gonna have this chance for a long time. And I had a great time. I think we went to Indra's after.
Oh, okay.
And man, we had a blast. I loved our year was fucking.
Yeah, no, we were good.
We had a cool. We're gonna have a reunion
or something again.
Yeah, what's with that? Who's gonna plan? Everyone's too busy.
Yeah,
bro.
Someone will though.
Yeah,
there'll be that one who'll. Yeah, and good on them if they do. I mean, I'll be down. I'll be down
sure.
to reconnect with everyone. And all that.
Man, I always
of course.
do.
Our year was dope, bro. We have fun. We had a lot of fun, bro.
We had a lot of fun, man. We used to be such scoundrels, bro. We used to like. I remember when there was like a platform outside of the windows that you could sort of like sit on. And I remember like when we used to, like, the teachers would be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the principal. He's like, miss, I'm gonna jump out.
I'm gonna do it, miss. Dude, and people would go hard. Like, I was never the one to do it. Like,
I would never do it as well. But like, you should see the stress that like the teachers are like thinking like, this guy's gonna jump out of the window and commit suicide. And I remember Indra used to do it like miss, I'm slipping. Don't leave, I'm slipping, miss. Like, man, I'm just like,
so savage,
savage. Man. But you know,
those teachers went through it. Shout out to Miss Hawkins, our year vibe.
I loved Miss
Miss
Hawkins.
Number one, man.
Oh man, is she still at Rose Bay?
I don't think so. I see Miss Burke here and there at Centennial Park.
And, nice.
And she's she said Miss Hawkins is the
principal. The business woman, bro. She was all about business.
All about business, bro. No messing around.
The thing about her though, like, she didn't really fuck with the like curriculum, business curriculum, but she like gave a lot of people a lot of like business wisdom. And then that's what a lot of people didn't realize. They were like, oh, like, why are we like learning this? Like, and it's just like, she's teaching you how to make a business. She's not teaching you how to do the curriculum. She's teaching you how to make the business.
That's true. You
know, and she would question even that stuff as well, like in what was in the curriculum and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really liked her, even
that's
though
a
like
good point, bro. She did. She was always like that.
She was always like gives you experiences and stuff, and that's what it is, man. Like, especially business, man. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know, and like what experiences you've been through and shit like that. But man, I loved school, but then I like didn't really like school because I couldn't sit down, bro. I couldn't sit down for like hours, and like I just feel like my brain's just frying.
It's not for some people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like creative people like yourself. I mean, it's tough to put you in it because you're limitless, right? You're like, you know, you're creative. You want to be flowy and shit, but it got you in these fucking boxes everywhere. Ding,
bro.
ding,
and
ding,
it wasn't
ding,
like
ding.
I wasn't trying, bro. Like, I was trying, bro. And then like we'll have like our mates as well that like don't even try, and they get like 90 and shit like that. And you're like,
how did they do that shit?
They do that shit.
Yeah,
you know, and that's what.
So true.
But like that reason why that me doing bad or not, even I like looked at my report card. It wasn't even bad, bro. I got like B's and C's, and I'm like, man, I swear I used to be so much harder on myself. Like, why am I getting these B's and C's? I'm like, I'm fucking happy with that.
And you didn't enjoy it. Like, when you enjoy something, you put your music, you put your whole energy, your whole being into it. When you don't enjoy something, it's so hard to do. So for you to get B's in in school, something you didn't want to do, is pretty good when you think about it. Like, it's pretty crazy that you applied yourself to something you really didn't really feel.
Yeah, exactly. But even that though, man, because I'm just with school, you think that it's that's everything,
Yeah, because you're in that bubble in that moment.
Then you're uni, and then I'm not gonna have a good job, and it's all leading up to this, but it does not.
The total opposite of that
shit. Total opposite.
Facts, bro.
But I needed to retrain my brain because I was trying and just failing in my sort of eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm that takes a lot from you, it takes a lot of, substance and self-worth and shit like that. So that's why I wanted to, after I finished school, was either I go to uni and do a business degree and see where that goes, or I tell myself I want to do what I want to fucking do. And no matter who cares with my my parents and stuff. I was saying to myself don't worry if they're angry at me now, they'll be sweet after I get this shit. Exactly. And as they do now, I remember I used to be I'm I'm doing music, I'm gonna try to be a rapper or a singer and stuff. And it was
that's always
you're a musician. It's just come on, bro.
Because no one can see what you can see at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I mean, only you can see it, and that's the test. It's always the closest ones to you that are gonna test you. I mean, family and stuff. I noticed that. You know what I mean? Even when I did the same thing. I'm I want to be called Coco the Conscious. And my mom, my sister, Coco the Conscious. You know what I mean? I don't know. Everyone was like that. And then now they oh, we get it. It's see, just believe me.
Rap,
you know what I mean? Have faith. You know what I mean? But no one can see what you can see until you put it into. Until it's physical in a way, you know what I mean? Until you start putting out music or until you start whatever. When they see it, they believe it.
I've been loving conscious rap recently, bro. I don't know if you listen to Coops. It's I love all my UK conscious stuff. Flip Tricks is fucking amazing, bro. He just came out with an album called Lightwork.
Ooh,
and that shit is fucking crazy. And Flip Tricks and I think Croops as well, the producer that has to do something with Jake's, so the producer that produced all of Jake's songs on his album, the new album that's coming out, it's a UK artist. So it's all that UK sort of grime and energy and stuff like that. But they're doing it Jake's doing it himself, sort of thing.
That's dope.
It's cool though, man, because to get that shout out, he just started talking to these people and then he ended up getting the connections, on Instagram. So I'm
online,
he's just on Instagram and stuff, and that's what I need to get better, man. Because I've been traveling for so long that I don't really love even Instagram, bro. It's it's not my thing. I'm not the person. It makes me really anxious, bro. When you just keep on scrolling, it's just I'm done with this shit. But when I do it for business purposes, it's fun. It's just okay, it's a game.
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thing.
the game, literally.
It's just
you gotta play it.
Exactly. Rather than when it's a sort of my lifestyle, I'm trying to get something out of it. It doesn't do any. It doesn't really do too much for me.
It goes back to the intention, right? With your intention when you're doing whatever it is. But it changes that whole feel.
Exactly, man. But it's still hard for me to train my mind that, because I've been traveling for 4 years that I just don't even I wouldn't even touch my phone,
social media wasn't a thing. Of course.
I wouldn't talk to my parents for months, bro. They knew that was sweet. But just they would just I might just be okay, sweet, I'm good and stuff. But they knew that I was on my own sort of journey and stuff like that. And I'm always been sort of like that. I've even when I was growing up, man, I was always I had siblings or people that were close to my age, but they're a little bit older. Maybe 5-7 years older than me. And I was always the outcast sort of thing. So I always was. I learned how to enjoy my alone time, and as what you were saying as well, I love my alone time, bro.
It's the best,
if I don't have my alone time, my head goes fucking
same,
loopy,
man.
bro.
I'm exactly the same.
I need that time to
recalibrate. And know I feel it's know what's your thoughts. Do you know what I mean? Know what's, because when you're hanging around people all the time, I noticed this. Do you know what I mean? Especially in hospitality and I was extroverted a lot at a time. Do you know what I mean? But now I found that balance. But it's you kind of get lost in all the people around you, because you start thinking like them, like their perceptions become your perceptions because you're always around them so much, and you don't even know this consciously. It's just all happening subconscious.
Exactly.
And you're like, damn. So this alone time is kind of like what you said, like you recalibrate yourself, you charge. I mean, you kind of you tap into you really, and then it will translate with the music, because like all like artists say, like when it's you like in it, that's when it resonates with people. I mean, when you're being 100% yourself,
and exactly, not conforming to like stuff, you know, like that's what was a big thing with me. Like I think probably this year was just like, just stop conforming, stop caring, man. Do stuff because you want to do it and it makes you happy, sort of thing. Don't like conform because you're like, oh, like they find it weird that you don't do that. So like,
fuck them.
Nah,
exactly.
Like you just have to do it, because at the end of the day, it's only like you know. And then once you get up, then that's when you help your friends and your family and stuff like that. But they're not gonna understand because they're going through their own stuff. Exactly. You know?
That's why you kind of got to focus on, like they say, don't be selfish, but it's like, it's not selfish, kind of just being focused on your own health and wealth. You know what I mean? Like
self-growth.
Yeah, you're right. Like it's,
you need to be especially but like if it's good to be selfish if you know it's the right intentions. If you're like, if you're being selfish, like, oh, I'm getting this all for myself without anyone. It's different to like, oh, I'm getting this all myself so I can put up everyone, you know, like I'm working hard for these people.
Exactly.
You know? And
not to diminish them or do anything. It's to actually raise them. The intention.
Yeah, the intention. Selflessness, bro. Like selflessness, I think if it wasn't, that's why I love Mixbreed, because they push me. They say that like I push them, but it's them pushing me, because they have such crazy intentions and stuff like that I'm just like, I need to keep on going and just like, oh, you know, like these people have such a big substance and such a big value and importance to me. Instead of me just by myself, it was like, oh, like just do a song. Actually, I can just like do it another day. Like I have people that rely on me, you know, and that's just like, that's my team, you know, that's my fam. And that's like, that's how I fight, and that's how I get better at what I want to do. Because I'm fighting, because I'm fighting for them as well, not just for me. And there's something about being selfless that has so much growth to it as well. And that's what people don't really know, because people think when they get depressed and stuff, they just need to just be with themselves. But just like, as soon as you become selfless and you give your full self to someone, even though you're even like, you're feeling bad and stuff, when you give your full self to someone and they get something out of it, as a human being, you get that like up, you know, that up energy, and you're like, oh, okay, no, I'm doing good, sort of thing. And it centers you so much. You know?
It's so true. It makes me think of karma, like, because people think karma's like it comes back later, or like but like I feel like karma's like instant. You know what I mean, like you said, if you're selfless, you're giving to someone. That moment of giving, you are receiving. Do you know what I mean? Because the giving is, I don't know, it sounds is the receiving. Do you know what I mean?
I totally agree, bro.
That act is it. Do you know what I mean? And that's the karma in that moment. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's true, bro. Being selfless. And if you look at like all religions and stuff, like what's in common with all of them? Like being selfless.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly.
This is the thing with religion, like that. Like for me, like my own understanding, like my own spiritual understanding, just for me, and I just pull from other things. You know what I mean? What resonates? You know what I mean? What do they have in common, or what? And that's one of them, like being selfless. Do you know what I mean? Every religion says that. So that must be, there's something there. Do you know what I mean? There's some truth to it, you know? Yeah. But it's, bro, being selfless.
I think selflessness is like, I remember even like growing up as well, like I used to even get like you're too nice. But that's the thing as well. Like there definitely was a feeling when I was growing up that I wasn't putting myself first. Yeah. And sometimes, and what we were saying, that's being selfish, like being selfless. It's just like, and even conforming as well, you know, like all of that, like you're trying to keep someone happy and stuff like that, but like you need to do it your sort of way, exactly, and then come back again and to make them happy. Facts. Sort of thing, you know, rather than trying to keep him happy and then doing your shit. That's when shit just collides and then shit
chaos. It's so true, because like if you're helping someone and it's not helping, like it's hurting you, do you know what I mean? Then you know it's kind of toxic. You know what I mean? It's like they're kind of like using you as a battery, but they might not be doing it consciously. Do you know what I mean? But like it's happening. But you got to know those times to pull back and be like, nah, I need to fuel myself up, and then maybe later I'm gonna help you know, if it happens. Because everything happens organically, bro. That's what I've noticed. I mean, the right people will come back into your life. I mean, if they're meant to.
Yeah.
Do I mean? And if they're not, then they won't. Do I mean?
Yeah.
It's just even like me and you. Do I mean? We didn't like hang out every day, but how many times have we crossed paths?
Yeah.
Like just naturally.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It just happens.
It's how the universe works, bro. And like how you put that energy, you get it back. There's like a really good book called The Celestine Prophecy.
Whoa.
And it's like about like like South American, like all about energies and how people trade in energies rather than words. And man, it's an amazing book. Like I don't really read that much. Yeah. And I read that when I was on my first like big trip around Europe.
Okay.
And I was like, this shit is amazing. Like it's like one of those ones where you like read a page and you're like,
whoa, yeah,
I need to read that shit again. Yeah. Like, you know, like there's some deep shit.
I know there ones. They're like unlocking things within yourself when you're reading. It's like you're reading and you're kind of reminding yourself. That's what I've noticed. Like when I'm learning things, I feel like, fuck, am I learning this or am I remembering this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it feels so familiar.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like,
sure.
fuck, what is, like, you know, it's a bit of a trip. So I'm just like, I don't know. Have we like lost what we are? Do you know what I mean? Have we been kind of like brainwashed in a way to forget out what we actually, you know what I mean?
We're giving ourselves reminders, I think. But yeah, I've been like such deep thoughts like that recently as well. And that's why you would love to have Calum on
I should get him,
because I'll have all these thoughts, and same as I don't know if you know this guy as well, Ryan Moore. He's everyone used to call him Dolphin and stuff as well. He's an accountant, but like man, he is so switched on. Even Calum as well. You know, like they can just put it, they can articulate it into words, which like
it's a gift. It's a talent.
It's a talent, exactly. And I'm just like,
it's
But I'll have these conversations with them, and they like they just soak up information like a sponge. Those people, you know, like they'll like give like the person's philosophy, or like, oh, this is what this guy said, and like, you know, this is how you use it and stuff like that. And that's why I'm like, Calum, actually, it's his birthday tomorrow. He's turning 19.
Oh, okay.
Bro, he's 19 years old,
so
man.
young. Nah, because they have it. Do you know what I mean? That's they you know, they haven't been brainwashed. They're still kind of pure, you know.
Well, that's the thing. Like his dad actually lives in like national parks and stuff like that.
Well, there
like,
you go.
Homeless, but like not homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of thing. He wants to be there, sort of thing. And man, his name's Don. Yeah. And he's like
the Don.
And he is the Don, bro. Like, bro, he's so wise. He was even talking to me about like the power of will. Yeah. And how that manifests into the world, you know, like if I don't know how he articulated it, but basically like at the end of it, he was just like, well, if you like realize that like the power of will can literally manifest and change your future, doesn't that like open your world up to like amazing things and stuff? And I'm just like, that's so true. And like how he articulated it and stuff like that and explained it, I'm just like, that's fucking true, man. Because then you like, you know, you reassess like your life and like other examples, and you're like, fuck yeah, that's actually true, bro. Like, fuck. And that's what, even with me, you know, like I could even say to you that, you know, when we just finished high school, I wasn't a good fucking rapper. I was just learning and shit like that, you know, like, but the will for me to keep on going, you know, and like no matter how long it was, you know, like I've been doing it for years now, but like, you know, there was never like there was before, but like now there's never like a doubt, you know. There's like, this is what I'm doing here in my life, you know. This is, and it's such a good humbling feeling to like know what you want to do, and you know you're getting better and better. Facts. And it's like an addiction, bro.
It's an addiction.
It's a fucking addiction, man. And then you see like all the people that you care about, and you bring them up as well and shit. It's just like the provider. It's like you can provide for people, and that I've been trying to do that as well. Like you being selfless and providing for people, that's when you grow, you know. Yes. Like, so like that's the same thing with my mum and stuff like that, you know, like trying to just be the man as well, like to help her out and stuff like that, you know, because
the support system for
exactly
her, and she was that for you,
exactly, man. So I'm just like, now we're a team now. It's not I'm not a kid now that you were helping me and stuff like that. True. We're in this life together. I love that, bro. And we're gonna help each other out, sort of thing. You can count on me, because you know, you can count on me because you've been sorting me out for my whole entire life, you know. And then I like stopped looking at them also as like parents, you know, and just normal people, normal adults that
like
can
that, bro.
always work. And you know, I've never been this close to my mum and my dad. You know, my dad was you know, inside for most of my like high school. I think like 8 years.
Yeah.
Like of my whole high school, I didn't have
really?
a dad. No, I didn't have a dad, bro.
I did not even know that.
Yeah. So like my dad was inside.
Oh wow.
And once he got out, he probably got out maybe year 11 or year 12, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe year 12 actually.
Really?
Year 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was year 12.
What a year to come out. Yeah.
Because he ended up going to my last fucking parents and teachers. So he never went to any parents and teachers.
Oh wow.
Went to my last one.
Yeah.
And then like all the fucking teachers are all saying like, "Oh, Alex is such a nice guy, but he needs to study more. He needs to study more."
Yeah.
And like I thought like, fuck man, this is my dad's first time like, you know, seeing my teachers
you,
and shit. But he did not give a fuck.
Oh really?
You know, like, he was just
what
like,
a legend.
He's just like us gravits.
Yeah.
We're just not book smart, man.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm just like, and it was such a relief for him to say something like that. But it only happened when he actually came to the parents teacher sort of thing.
Yeah.
But you know, like that was my priority. As soon as he got out, it was like, I need to help my dad, you know, get this business sorted. And like, cause he got out, you know, fucking, I think in his late 40s, I think, like that, or like 50s. So like, you know, time was running out for him, and he needed to like figure out what he was gonna do for retirement and stuff like that. But you know what, man, he's retired now. You know,
really?
Like, yeah, he's retired now. He's living it up. He's traveling all around Australia.
Oh, let's go.
Goes to Thailand.
Yeah.
You know, he's good, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm doing what I want to do, because I'm like, if my dad can fucking make money and retire, he was working every fucking day for like over 10 years ever since he got out.
Yeah.
But now he's retired,
off.
you know? So like,
exactly.
that's why people stress so much. Like, oh, I need to like save for my money. I can't do that because it's too much time and energy. I need to focus on this because I need to save up money. It's just like, you can die tomorrow, bro.
Exactly.
You never know. Like,
exactly.
But
you don't know if you got, you know, another 40 years or whatever. You really don't.
Exactly. You just need to live that life to the fullest. But just helping him, that was my priority, you know. But I made some good money just helping him out, and also working in bars and stuff like that. And that's how I just saved up for traveling, you know, because I'd literally be a slave for like, you know, like 5 to 6 months straight. But
so you can be free later.
Yeah, exactly. And
literally.
then that's the thing. I'll be free for like more than double that time, you know. And oh man, it'd be the best. Like, it's the best thing, because you're working so hard and so much for this one goal, and then you reach it, and then like, you know. But man, like I used to like work like crazy hours, like 11 hours, go back
graveyards and shit.
Get back home at like 3 a.m. and then just write, bro, because my mind would be, my mind would just be so wired from, you know, all the serving and stuff like that.
You can't wind down. Like, it's so hard to wind down, especially hospital. I know exactly how it takes. I used to do graveyards, and I do so much before I go to bed. You know what I mean? I end up going to bed at like 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I see the light coming in and shit. I'm like,
it's
fuck,
the worst
I need to get this verse done.
Yeah.
But man, like I always just felt that I needed to help out my dad with that, and you know, those were the things that he taught me, like, you know, like that you know, mums can't really teach you, like single mums can't really teach you, you know. So I got to like learn that, but like obviously I was learning by myself as well through traveling and stuff like that. And man, like it's such a crazy, now I can say now that like I'm so close to my dad, you know, like that dude's like my best mate, you know, like I don't see him that much, you know, like, but when I do, like, it's amazing, bro. And like, just to have deep talks with my dad and stuff like that, you know, like, my dad used to be a dad, especially when one's getting out and stuff. He was like, you know, the tough,
dad,
you know, like
the dad persona.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so deep though how you say that, how you like, I don't look at my parents as like, you know, my parents, you know, the labels. It's like when we put these labels on people, whether it be like sister, mother, or father, then like we said, like that perception comes with it. Like, a father's this, you should kind of fear him, you know, because he's disciplinarian, and but it's like when you break these labels, you know, you can really like I don't know, the relationship can bloom better. Do you know what I mean? For sure, man. So that's how my dad helped me out and stuff like that. Like, we have some deep conversations and stuff.
Mum was definitely like the more chilled zen person.
Like, okay.
So like my mum and my dad are both like hustlers, bro. Like they're both hustlers in their own kind, sort of in their own way.
So it's in you.
Yeah, exactly. So like my mum was from like a village in the middle of the Philippines. This place called Iloilo.
Okay.
Like in the middle of the jungle, bro.
Yeah.
Like
That's
and you know, my dad came from London, like southeast London. So he was like, you know, the hustler city.
Yeah.
You know, like my dad's done everything under
every
under
job
the sun.
under the sun.
Yeah, bro, everything.
Wow.
But yeah, they were so opposite to one another, but they were like hustlers in their own sort of way, sort of thing. And it was really cool because I feel like I'm a very like balanced half of both of them, and there's such a good balance because my dad's so opposite to my mum, but like my dad, compared to my mum, my mum's so like mind-centered and stuff like that. If shit happens, like she's like, no, let's keep on going. So I have both of those things, you know.
The best of both worlds.
Exactly, and I think that's like what evolution is as well, you know. Like
it's true because we're like the next gen, right? We're like the updated versions of our parents.
Exactly,
and then our kids will be the updated versions of ours. So that's kind of why the world's getting better in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone's upgrading.
Exactly, man. Well, like that's the thing. Like you can either upgrade or you basically just go through the same pattern as your parents did. You know,
exactly.
And that's what you were saying as well. Like the universe will keep on letting you do that pattern, that cycle until you learn to get out of it. You know,
exactly.
And like it makes it so much more like prevalent now that like that's the GO sort of thing that you need to do, and that's why the willpower. To get yourself out of that, 'cause that's all it is. It's like you need something to love to get you out of that willpower. Same thing as like music, you know. Like I had to like put that shit first. You know, you can't hang out with your friends. You can't go partying. You can't have like long relationships and stuff like that. You know, you can't commit. You know, you have to put all this stuff in. But like because of that, it's made me grow into the person who I am today, you know, and how my mind works and stuff like that, and how I grow, and I love it, man. Like I seriously like think like ever since I've left high school and like said to myself, I'm gonna do what I want, you know, no matter how I'm gonna get there. I'm doing what I want. Every year it's gotten I'm grown and I've gotten happier as well, you know. I understand myself more because I'm putting myself in these opportunities and stuff like that to know myself, and experiences from like around the world. Once you put yourself into that experience, you get to you understand yourself more. Like, oh, that might be a fearful event. Now I know how I am with, you know, in those fearful events. Like, what happens if that happens again in another place around the world and stuff like that. You know, I've talked myself out of a mugging, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about that, bro.
I remember it was me, Keaton, and Edian, and we ended up we were from, I think we were in Croatia, and we're catching a ferry to Ancona, which is in Italy, and basically we're waiting for our train, which was at the first one came at like 5 or 6 a.m. So we're like, we can either get a hotel or we can just or just cruise the night, sort of thing. At the train station. So like we got there a little bit later because our boat was late. We ended up going to the train station, and we met this one dude. I forgot whereabouts in Africa he was from, but man, he was like so pure and such happiness, and just like, you're my family, we're all family, blah blah, we have this party, you can come to me, blah blah. And then like I'll be spitting and he's like, oh, this is amazing. That's and he had a crazy outlook. And then he left. He was like, oh, like I'm going to this party, you want to come? And we're just like, I don't know, we got big ass bags and stuff like that. I wish I did, because this is what happened next we ended up going to like a kebab joint. And there was this other sort of African dude as well, and he ended up like saying the complete opposite to this person, like saying that like, he's like, oh, like, where are you from? And I'm just like, I'm Filipino. And then he'll be like, I'll be like, oh, I'm mixed Filipino. I know that where he's like trying to imply, And he's like, oh, but like, you're Chinese though. I'm just like, no, I'm not Chinese, bro. And he's just like, yeah, because like Chinese like took all my like family's jobs and shit like that. I'm just like,
what is going from that?
Like going like hard like that. So I'm like trying to like out talk him, and he's like going like, you know, take off your bag and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Talking to him and stuff. Like halfway, I remember I had to like say to myself, I needed to figure out how to get the fuck out of this situation, because like you would be talking to him and he would be like understanding you, like, and then like he would just swap again and he would be like he wanted to like to kill me sort of thing, you know, like he wanted to like really attack, you know, me sort of thing. And then like halfway it was just like, get out of my head, and I'm like, that's when I need to get the fuck out of here. Whoa. And then we ended up going to the train station. And literally, bro, I ended up like laying on the floor because I'm like, oh, this is like...
Yeah, too intense, bro.
Too intense, laying on the floor. And then like he legit like went into the train station, like tried to find us. But we're all on the floor. Yeah. But like we're still like right in front of him, like maybe like 10 to 15 meters.
Down, yeah.
But like he must have been high or some shit like that. On something. And he was just like alert, like scanning the place. But he didn't see us. And I was like, fucking thank God. And then we got onto the train, and I swear like we got to Italy. Yeah. And like we had to fucking walk a good like, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes. Like with a fucking huge bag. Like we did like a 16-hour like boat trip and a like 7-hour train trip.
Damn,
so
bro.
like we're fucking
that's a lot.
And like you're sleeping, but you're sleeping. Oh, like so we went on this boat as well. We got like cheap tickets and stuff like that. We all the travelers like get on. We just like go up to the ship members and we're like, oh yeah, whereabouts are the seats? And like there's no seats. I'm just like, what? What do you mean there's no seats? It's like, oh, it's a cargo ship.
Oh,
so we just like everyone's just sleeping everywhere, you know, like outside and stuff like that. So you're not really getting the best sleep.
Yeah.
But I remember once we got to Rome, bro, like it was lights out for like 13 hours for like a whole day, and then after that, man, like Italy is crazy.
Is
man.
it? Oh
man, like the nightlife there, and like because. That's what I love about Italy, man. Like you can just get a beer and then go outside, you know, and then you meet and mingle with people on the street.
That's dope.
And then like people just like sit down, like, you know, with here, like you get kicked off, you know, like they're like it's like their culture. Like
just sit down, relax.
Just sit down, relax. Everyone's smoking ciggies, smoking weed, and like you're just drinking, and it's like there's no like it's all carelessness. You know?
Feel that. That's dope,
man. It's
like
fucking...
if that was here, you'd have a cop come along and be like, move along or some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or someone would snitch and be like, oh, people are having fun on the street.
Yeah, like the sound and stuff. It's like, no, that's how they've lived. And
wow, that's beautiful though.
Yeah, man. I've always wanted to get sort of back, like Sydney. Like I think compared to what it used to be, like in the 90s and like early 2000s, like when I was growing up with my mum and stuff like that, because my mum was like a party organizer for this party called the White Party. She actually opened up
the White Party. I think I've heard that.
Yeah.
Is that when everyone dresses in white and goes to Bondi?
Yeah, so that was I think obviously like people like copied it because when she was doing it, they got like copyright, I think, for the party. But like she opened up the Ivy like on the first Ivy night and stuff like that.
Wow.
The Ivy pool, I think.
That's dope. Yeah.
She did like Bondi Esther and stuff. So I've grown up with all this live music and like
so
that
you were
energy.
Soaking it all in.
Yeah. I was such an observant kid, you know. I was just like
and absorbing everything.
And but yeah, compared to like how that was to like now, it's like I feel like live music and that even like going out culture has really died out in Sydney, man.
Really has,
and it sucks, bro, because I would go out as well and they're just playing like the top 40 hits.
Yeah, just basic.
Just basic. I'm just like, come on, man. We need to like.
Where's the coach? Like, where's the like?
But it's because they don't know any better, any different, and that's the thing. Like, but we need to bring it back, bro. That's what Sydney used to be. You know, that's what everyone used to come all over the world.
Yeah.
To come here and party, and like people used to say it's like it used to be one of the best.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then all these laws and rules just started slowly taken away,
taking
and
that's
that's
away the fun.
Exactly, and that's the thing. That's what happens. Like they don't take it away straight away. They take it from you, and then you realize like after.
It's so true. They're taking away your power. It's what like governments do. Really, they slowly take away your power. Social distance. They're slowly taking away your power till then you realize like, wait, we can't go out anymore. Lockout laws. Lockdowns. Do you know what I mean? It's like shit. They're so sly.
They're so sly, man. That's what I've been thinking as well recently. But like. that's why I was so lucky to live in Manly, bro.
Yeah.
Because that was the only beach that didn't close.
Oh, really?
So all the beaches closed except for Manly. So like,
so Manly was still going.
Yeah, Manly was still going, and like every 5 minutes you would have someone on the speaker going like, you know, like 5 meters, you know,
apart.
Yeah. But then like still got to like swim and stuff like that, and that's when I really started to focus and hone into my music. Like, I that was after Mixbreed, and I'm just like, okay, now I can compare myself.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even a scary thing, man. When I saw artists that were like, you know, pumping it out and like killing it, you know, and just like effortless creating and stuff like that, it didn't put any fear or like any sort of negative thought in my mind. It was more like, oh, if they can do that, there's a possibility, you know, there's a possibility that I can. Now let me just study them and figure out how they do that, and I can put it into the same thing. That. So I had direction, and when I was doing music by myself, I didn't have I did have direction, but you have that wall, you know, because you're trying to figure out where's the next step to go.
Where's the next path.
But there, like I knew. I was like, okay, I know all the steps for producing here, steps for here, it's here. I just need fucking time, bro. I need time, and I need like, you know, some money or something like that, so I don't have to pay rent or like, you know, pay less money sort of thing. And luckily, I got to stay at my dad's. My dad was just about to finish his last shop before he retires and stuff. So he legit like retired and then closed off the shop, and then COVID happened, so I got to chill out with my dad and stuff like that with the fam. And really just hone into my craft, bro. And like that's the thing, like I knew the direction now, so I'm just like, now I just got the time. And I was putting some crazy hours in, man. Like I would wake up and like doing like sort of like my morning ritual, like get a coffee, fucking go for a swim, like get charged up by the sun,
that's it, bro.
And then just fucking study, bro. And like I haven't been studying, it's always been creating. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get my studying done.
Studying, so, it's important, bro.
Man. So I was like getting my studying done for mixing. So like I can make, so like how with you with mixing, like if we ever like cooked up, you could be like, oh, I'll make your voice the closest that it can be before it like gets released on radio. So like it's not just me like spitting into this with a normal voice. It has all these effects and all these things to make you like, you know, sound the shit. So then when you're spitting your words and you're sounding the shit on that thing, that's when you get like the good things, instead of like having like, you know, a weak ass signal. You know, you're not gonna get like the best inspiration. But if you like sounding like fucking Biggie and shit, you're gonna be like,
different.
You know,
you're right.
Different, you know,
it's a different feel.
So I always wanted, like, mixing is completely so different. It's so important, but like it's so different as well. It's like a lot more like calculative. But like it's like you're shaping the sound into like what you want, sort of thing. So it's really cool how, you know, you'll make a beat, but you know, when you make the beat, it's still not like what you think in your head, sort of thing. So like that's with like the reverb and the delay. It defines all the sounds and gives them different shapes and stuff. And I just thought that was like I think for like a month or a month and a half, like I was just like cranking, like cracking fucking all these fucking plugins, bro, and just really teaching them, because I'm like, I want to learn what all the best people learn with, you know, if I know their standard and then like I can learn after, then it's good. And then that's what I've been like learning now and stuff like that, and all of that knowledge has been coming in, and it's like, that's what I was telling you about, like like this week, like I made like 4 beats, and it's just like, it's that flowing, because I'm producing, and then I produce a beat, and then I mix it on while I'm producing, so it makes it fat, and then that means that and then like structuring and stuff like that, so that means that you have 100% good inspiration for any writer, for all the writers, any recording, and then you have to record them, and then you have to rap yourself, sort of thing. So that's what I'm trying to get, man. Like I can produce a beat, I can mix, I can record, but like I still, like, after that, like my brain starts to fry, and then it's like it gets pretty hard to write sometimes. Like if I'm caught it,
yeah,
I can write as well. And it's just like, that's fucking amazing, you know. But like, it's hard, bro. But I know that there's gonna be a time when I can, you know, like when I can just do all three, and just like
it's coming, bro.
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
coming.
man.
It's there. You just have to unlock it. And
Exactly.
you're doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there? So who's like inspiring you in that sense, like the mixing and producers? Is there any people out there?
Rick Rubin, you know Rick Rubin?
Yeah, I've seen. I watch his like interviews, right?
Yeah.
He interviews people.
Follow him on Instagram as well, bro. Because he actually puts out a quote every day.
Yeah.
But then he deletes it. So you only can see it once, but like there's such deep quotes,
really?
Especially on music and expression and creativeness.
Oh, he's crazy. That guy's so tapped in.
Oh,
every
man.
interview, like I saw the Kendrick one.
Yeah, that was crazy. The Andre 3000.
That's exactly.
I haven't watched that one yet.
I didn't watch it. I listened to it because I couldn't find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that one's another one as well.
It's a good one.
That one's so good because I'm like I never thought that someone like Andre 3000 could be not insecure. That's not the word. I don't want to say that.
Same.
But it's just like so human. Do you know what I mean? In a way where like he does all, like I do, like he second guesses himself. He questions himself.
You just like because you put them on that pedestal.
Yeah, bro.
You're like, oh, like,
and he's crazy. Like lyrically,
he's one of my top 5. Dude. I would say. Like, and I think like you're learning that more. I think back in like the 2000s, everyone was like on that Biggie and Tupac train. But now everyone's realizing now like creativeness and like authenticity. Yeah, like that was Andre, bro.
There's so many. Andre was. Is not was, but that interview I was so surprised. I'm like, dude, this guy's so like human. It's ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? I was like, some of the stuff he was saying, because like he hasn't released something in a long time.
Yeah, he's not fucking
and
with.
He
like,
was
the
saying
vibe.
like I think he's not afraid, but he's kind of like questioning how people receive his music or something. And I'm like, how is he? It's Andre 3000, bro. He out rap anyone right now. Do you know what I mean? Like the hottest rapper right now, he'll out rap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he also dated. I don't know. He had a kid with Erykah Badu as well. Hey.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't know that? Yeah, that he married, had a kid with her, and they broke up. But that's how he got into like his spirituality and shit.
She'd open that up in you for sure.
Yeah,
bro.
they had like
Erykah
separate.
Badu is amazing.
Oh yeah, but
Bro,
then still have
beautiful.
that like mentality at that age as well. Like sort of, I felt like with the Queen, you'd like get that knowledge.
Yeah,
and
you
shit.
would, bro. That's the fountain of knowledge and wisdom right there. That is
exactly.
like,
but man, like even the kid though, he doesn't do any music whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, he's not into.
Is he
music.
some like guru or something?
No, I don't know. I think he's just a normal dude.
Wow, that's interesting, eh?
Yeah. So, but like Rick Rubin, man, he's there's actually a really good Rick Rubin podcast with Tim Ferriss.
I've heard of Tim Ferriss.
Bro, Tim Ferriss is like he was before Joe Rogan, and basically he did the 4-Hour Work Week book, and basically he ended up interviewing masters of like everyone's craft, to like musicians, to actors, to like sport, people, to like entrepreneurs, to like
the highest level
the highest level, and basically like pick their mind, and like would have maybe like, I think they would like have 5 similar questions, or 5 at the same questions. Like there'll be one that like says like, if you could put something on a billboard, what would it be? Or what would you say to your 21-year-old self? So like sort of thing, if you're like older and shit like that.
That's hectic.
So like all those things. Like he had those smart like little notifs about his podcast, and he had one with Rick Rubin, really good one with Jamie Foxx as well in his studio. But he has one with Rick Rubin, and it's in a sauna.
Oh, whoa.
So they're doing like plunge pools and stuff. So he's talking in the sauna. You can tell like it's so hot. He's just like
struggling,
like struggling, and just having these deep thoughts and stuff like that. But it's like even like plunge pools and like sauna plunge pools, bro. Like that shit's fucking great as well, man. That's why I love swimming, and like I do cold showers as well.
Yeah, you were telling me they are the go, bro.
Man, if I don't have them, man, because like that's the thing, I wake up and I'm like so sloppy, man. Like I need to have that cold shower to wake me up, and like. But
now in summer I can do them. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of stopped in winter.
Yeah,
you were the one that put me on them, bro.
Yeah, nice.
And I got the oils as well, by the way. And the oils, the mushroom.
Oh no way!
What do you call it? The life cycle.
The tinctures.
Yeah, my second batch, bro. He texted me as well because they know that I'm a loyal customer. They're good.
What do you prefer?
They're good. I like the reishi.
The reishi
I
ones.
like the reishi one. I like the lion's mane. I like them all, to be honest. Cordyceps, they're nice too.
The cordyceps, that's the energy one.
Yeah, the energy one. I do feel that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they got a new thing, like the Australian bush. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen that one? Australian bush activation.
Yeah.
That one, because they got me with the tinctures. So I'm like, let me try that. They're nice, bro. They're sweet. Like, they're not like, you know how the alcohol tastes?
Yeah,
because I think they...
it's just alcohol. They like separate it.
Yeah, because alcohol pulls out the things that it needs. Yeah. So this one is just sweet, and it's all like traditional, like Australian. I think it's inspired by like Aboriginal, like the stuff, you know, the kakadu plum and all that stuff. Yeah. So I was like, it's dope, bro. They're nice because they're sweet as well. Like they actually taste good.
Fuck yeah.
But they give you some energy. But man, they're good, man. Thanks for that. I fuck with them, bro. They're definitely
good,
like
they level. So I ended up getting those mushrooms when COVID happened.
Yeah.
Because I was turning 25. That's when my birthday happened.
Oh, okay.
And like it was COVID, so I couldn't celebrate it. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna like. I've seen these things. Tim Ferriss and Joe Rogan used to always tell me about it, so I'm just fuck yeah, I need to like get it. Let's try it for my birthday, sort of thing.
And apply that shit.
Never looked back, bro. Dude, that shit is fucking great.
Those health hacks, they're such a game changer. Like for your creativity, for your well-being, for your peace of mind. You know what I mean? Like they're like eating, like, you know, putting that right thing in your body.
Yeah,
is a game changer, bro. CMOS, you've heard of CMOS?
No,
bro. CMOS, that's one for you. I'm reciprocating the CMOS, man, or Irish moss, but it's got 92 of the 102 minerals that our body has. Wow. So it's got 90% of them. It's basically like a seaweed kind of from like the bottom of the ocean. And it has all those minerals, right? So you just basically soak it, like clean it, because our oceans are dirty. You know what I mean? And then you blend it up, and it becomes like a gel, and I just put it in my smoothie. Bro, good for your skin, good for your lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good for, it's like everything. It's a superfood.
That's crazy.
Dr. Sebi. Have you heard of him?
Nah, but my dad probably does.
Bro, Dr. Sebi, like that guy, he cured AIDS. Right, like literally, he
with
did
with
like
health
with
stuff,
health, with herbs, with like holistic ways. He full won in court, like he won, and then like some crazy shit went down, right?
Yeah, there's pharmaceuticals,
basically,
like
right? But everyone look into that. People know Dr. Sebi probably from like Nipsey used to like mention him in his songs, Nipsey Hussle, and but yeah, he was all about having an alkaline body, right? An alkaline body is basically like, because mucus, right, is the opposite of being alkaline. Is having mucus, and mucus is where disease and virus, acidity, that's where all that stuff builds up, all these health problems. So he was all about eating foods that are alkaline, basically electric, because we're like electric beings, we're light, right? Exactly. So like you need to put life into yourself. You can't be putting all this stuff. So
go to the deepest parts of the ocean,
literally get some sea moss.
That's fucking crazy.
But yeah, man, so Irish moss is pretty, like, that's legit, bro. Okay, for everyone, if you want, man, that's a game changer as well. I have that, I put that in. It's the ultimate mix, bro. That, you got your tinctures, you know what I mean? That's it. You get your sun, you do your cold showers and stuff. You're set, bro.
Oh man, set. And that's the thing, like, I know compared to like how I am now, because I remember like years ago I used to be, because I have like a pretty sensitive stomach as well.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
It's like a gift and a curse sort of thing, you know, which makes me realize I have to be healthier and stuff like that. So I love it, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I used to be like, oh, like why don't I have any fucking energy? Like I haven't done anything, you know, and like even water, like drinking good amount of water, man, like all that fuel, like oxygen and stuff like that as well.
All the elements.
Do you know what I
mean? Because we are all the elements. So it's just like you said, you got to drink your water, get your sunlight. Do you know what I mean? That's you got to just constantly be charging yourself with these elements. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And but like you think back in the day, I used to be like, oh, like maybe I'm just eating shitty foods or blah blah. But you just like, no, I'm eating good and stuff like that, but I'm still not feeling that energy kick. And that's why I like those mushrooms and alkalize as well, being alkalized, man. Like my dad's big on that stuff. He got like this fucking stupid fuck off water filter.
My dad did the same thing when I was a kid, and I used to be like, what the fuck is this guy on about? Now I praise him for my dad. Thank you for this. Because you go try buy some alkaline water, but that shit's expensive, man. Do you know what I mean? But if you've got it on tap, man, my dad was on that as well, like the osmosis ones and shit. He was into that, and it is, you taste the difference,
man.
Literally.
It's like, it's the main fuel for your body, bro. It's just like, if you're gonna give yourself stuff that has like, you know, other stuff in the water sort of thing, like that kills chlorine, fluoride, that kills all the parasites and stuff.
Exactly.
It's killing all your shit as well, facts, you know, bro. Like,
it's so true.
So that's what I've been trying to get on my wave, you know. Even like rappers and shit like that. No one fucking says this shit, bro. You know, like exactly. I'm trying to like, as what we've been saying throughout this whole thing, you know, trying to get that like that pure frequency. That's when I had acid a few months back, and like that was my like one of my conclusions to my trip was just like everyone has their own frequency. And you should be proud of your frequency and put it out to the world and stuff, because your frequency can help someone else's frequency. You know,
it can like raise theirs or spark theirs. Facts.
And exactly. And then just basically trying to what do you call it, like clear, like clarity that frequency, so people can get it the best way. Sort of thing. But
so
like
it's clear. I know what you mean. So it's pure. So the more you like clear yourself and your mental, your physical, then the more it can be received.
Exactly. Man.
I feel that.
And like don't be afraid to like do what you want to do, sort of thing. Rather than like, you know, oh, this guy's hot, you know. That's what we were talking about, like even the Japan video about like at the start it has Biggie Smalls, and he's just basically saying that like, you know, just do you, man. Like that's what I did, you know. People try to like live in other people's shadows and stuff like that. Like, nah, just do you, and then literally like grow and grow, and then you're bound to like get to that point. So and that's what he said. Like that's what I did, and and then like I spit like some like, you know, introspective shit.
Hit us with some.
Like I also talk about just like how my mentality was, like just the young man trying to find a groove, you know. Got folks on my back that I need to prove, and there's like, guess it's my time, gotta make a move, sort of thing. So it's just like there's all these like back and forths that I'm having with my mind, just basically saying that like this is what I need to do, but like, you know, from like people like around you and stuff like that saying that you can't do that stuff. So it's like that back and forth, and then that's why I put like, after there's this movie called, I forgot what it's called, I think it's called Pay It Forward, and it's about this kid who basically had this theory, like the in class they're just like, oh yeah, if you can make a project that can make the world better, what would it be? And everyone like did all these machines and stuff like that, but then this kid just had like a simple thing, and he just said that like, pay it forward. So like you help 3 people without getting anything, and all they have to do is pay it forward. 3 other people, and it spreads and spreads. Effect. And exactly. And
wow, it's so true.
It's so true. You know, like it's infectious, bro. That stuff. But and then like I just used one of the quotes that he had that reached out to me right at the end, and he was like, you know, some people just, I don't know, they might hate their life and everything like that, but they just give up, you know, and they just like give up on everything. But that's the thing is, like, life doesn't stop. So when you give up, it's just like shit happens, and you're just like, oh, I don't want that, and I don't want that, and stuff like that. It's just like, you can't give up. Like people obviously have those like those walls and those moments and stuff like that, but you always have to keep your mind straight and like think long term. You know, that's the thing about this rap game as well. This is not a sprint, bro. This is a fucking marathon. You know, I want to be here for a long time.
Exactly. You don't be someone hit, like, you know, have one and then you disappear. And
exactly, man. I want to make music for like a long time. You know, like even if it's not for me, like even with Calum has a he has like a project coming out as well. I think I like produced like, you know, like 6 of them.
Oh wow.
You know, six. So it's just like even that, man, is like such a big feat for me.
Yeah, of course. To it's your production,
even exactly. But like it's so weird to like think that like, fuck, I'm gonna have like more beats out. Like I was setting out to be a rapper, but like all this production shit. True. You know, and that's the thing, man. Like I can even see myself when I'm older, like fucking, you know, making a band. You know, like a cool Japanese band or some shit like that. you know, like a hip hop band, and just like make all their beats, help them write.
That's mad.
Mix their shit, you
That's
know,
dope.
like
Yeah.
that's the shit that I want to do.
I like
man.
that, bro. Kind of like mentoring. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I definitely
like Rick
see
Rubin.
You. Yeah, bro. You definitely like that, like Rick Rubin. Literally,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, man.
And everyone says that about you, bro. Like Alex has told me so much. I mean, like everything that I'm saying, like Alex inspired me to do this, bro. Like when I was talking to Sav when he was on here for the Midnight Moods, when he had his interview for his song.
Oh man, appreciate you shouting him out as well.
Of course,
bro.
song's fire, bro.
Oh, that was
Sav
sick,
bro. He
man.
Oh,
it, bro. we got a new song coming out as well, and that's gonna be fire as well. It's called,
when's that?
It's called Mudblood.
Oh, okay.
And
Mudblood. Where's that from? Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, like Mudblood is like it's like a half caste basically.
Yeah,
you know, it's just like it's like the demonized, thing, and then that's just like a mudblood sort of thing. So we really wanted to play on that words because
I like that.
Yeah, because the chorus was catchy, but if it didn't have any substance or an intention, everyone was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" You know. So I was just like, okay, like let's go with like a name that actually can like help with this chorus sort of thing. That's what Mudblood is, you know. We wanted to do Mixbreed, but it's just like, nah, I can't, you know?
It's already it's already like, its own thing.
Exactly.
Mudblood, I like
so
that.
Mudblood, and that's like definitely like a Sav thing, but it has me, Macca, and Sav on it. Nice. I produced that shit.
Oh shit.
Eddie and filmed.
Wow. So there's a film clip coming with it?
Yeah, there's a film clip.
When's this coming out, bro?
I think maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not too sure if I'm even supposed to fucking say, but fuck it, man.
Okay, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'm so excited for that, man. That song's a fucking dope banger, like just a head bopper, just
you
gritty.
need them. I mean, I've noticed, like that's what I'm learning. It's like you gotta have different energies. Do you know what I mean? Like not just like, you know, heaps of lyrics. Do you know what I mean? Or not just like little mad catchy choruses. Like full bodies of work, and I'm learning this as I go. I'm like, shit, I can't box myself in. Do you know what I mean?
That's why that's why collaboration is the best thing to do. You know, because like, you know, like Sav's more like that old school raw boom bap hip hop. Macca can like do anything. He loves like that sort of trancey. Like he
bounces on that shit.
Oh man,
he bounces hard, bro.
Man, his house songs. Are fucking crazy. But like one of my favorite songs that he's done is like a screamo song.
A screamo song.
It's fucking screamo. I hate screamo, bro. And he made that song so good, bro.
Wow.
Like I'm just like, this is some of the best screamo shit I've like rap that I've heard, sort of thing.
That's so interesting.
You know, like so he kills that shit. But like when we're together, you know, like I'm more like that chilled shit, you know, like introspective, you know,
like cold,
conscious,
like, exactly,
sort of shit. You know, that's what I love to do. But like all three of us, you know, we take shit from each other and stuff like that, and we just grow and grow and grow, you know.
And you add different elements into the song, like this Mudblood. I can't imagine how, like,
oh, bro,
damn,
it's fucking crazy. Even the video, man. Like that's why I'm like, all that stuff with Eddie and even editing, like all the Japan shit and stuff like that. It's brought to him to this part, and that's the thing, man. He ended up filming that music video with like a day warning or 2 days warning, and he fucking edited it in like a week's time compared to like the Japan one. It took him like, because it was all trial and error. It was
training ground.
Exactly. But then the European, boom, 1 week done, looking good, you know, shit like that. So man,
that's
it's
so good, man.
That's what I'm saying about being provider, bro. It's like nothing's given me still a better high than like putting people on, you know, that like that I know, that I love, that are very close to and stuff, that I believe in, you know, deep, that have. And that's the thing, man. Like I'm putting my chips on people that have like a good mind and like good morals and shit like that, because you can always teach yourself your craft and get better and stuff like that, but you can't change. It's hard to change your mind, you know, sort of thing, you know, like. It's just like, and I can't do that. I can't help someone change their mind or their mentality and stuff. It's up to them. Exactly, man. So, you know, I'm only helping out these people, and that's the thing. Like these people, like even Corey. Do you remember Corey?
Yeah. I remember Corey.
Maruba. Maruba dude. Yeah. He's you know, his growth is fucking crazy, man. Like
shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey, man. That's my bro. Producing wise, like he produces so he produces, mixes. He's doing the 3 thing with me, because I've told him, you know, like, man, like get this, if you can do it, do it, you know. And he's jumped onto that, and like the
the fucking growth he's gone on is crazy. And he's a tradie, bro.
Oh, okay.
So he like wakes up at 7 and fucking pumps out his job until like 5.
And then he just goes hard.
And then
on
he just
music.
goes hard on music until like 1 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, that's the person that I need in like my team. The hungry. And there's no like blame, no nothing. It's just. Everything is just him, personal thing. Yeah. If you can help me out, it'll be fucking great. But I'm doing this myself. You know, like that's what we're Mixbreed's supposed to be. We're not trying to help each other. We're trying to bring like something to the table. So then that helps each other. You know.
Share, we can all eat.
You don't rely on Mixbreed though. You know, like it's
more, on you, but.
Exactly, man.
Mean. Everyone's there to help each other.
Exactly, man.
That's so deep, and it's so true. Like with you guys doing like mixing and producing and stuff, like you never know what rooms they'll get you into. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe the producing side or whatever. Like you might be producing for like someone that comes here, some big name, and they're like, "You rap too?" And you're like, "Yeah, I rap too." Do you know what I mean? And you spit a bar, and then they're like, "Oh, can you get on this that you just made me a beat?" This is a hypothetical, but this might happen, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And like I think it was Gunna or someone like that. He was always like chilling with I think it was like Young Thug. I don't know, that crew, and he was making beats for him. And for ages they didn't even know he rapped. But he rapped, but he never told them because he was just there, like you're saying, absorbing. He's wanted to be around these people and learn. And then they're like, "What, you rap?" And then he like spat some fire, like shit. And then Gunna's pretty big, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's crazy how it works.
Same as even Schoolboy Q as well.
Yeah, he was the hype man for Kendrick.
He was the hype man for Kendrick, and he just used to sleep on the couch. But like, bro, if you're like fucking around these sort of talented artists,
you're gonna Schoolboy bang, bro. I've seen Schoolboy live like twice. I
think me too as well, bro. And it's so good.
He's so good.
Even fucking his latest album, bro. Like Crash Talk. Bro, Crash Talk is so good, man. Like
he got
you know that project. He tried to do that project 3 times.
Oh, really?
And that's why it's called Crash Talk Take 3. Oh. He always says Crash Talk Take 3 because he kept on showing his album to Kendrick. Kendrick's like, "Nah, that's not it. That's not it, you know? Like, I think you need to go more different and shit like that."
Wow.
And then that's the 3rd one, and it's so timeless, bro. Like, it didn't really like... When I listened to it first, it was like, oh, it's a good album, but it didn't like go like, whoa, it's amazing. But like the more and more I listen to it, I'm just like, bro, this is amazing, bro. And it's so different as well. Like his flows and shit. That's Schoolboy. That's Schoolboy. Like whatever. Like if anyone else does it, it's just like you got that from Schoolboy Q's sort of like
thing. His own flow. He's really like mastered his flow. You're right. He has. He's I love TDE, like that whole all them, Isaiah Rashad, J Rock. They're all
I've been listening to heaps of Isaiah Rashad. Man,
I remember that. I don't know what's the album called, the one with like What's Wrong and what is it, bro? I think it's like his 2nd album, but it's fire, bro. It's such a vibe, man. The dude is TDE. They got so many talented. SZA, like they got so many.
Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Like I'm so fucking blessed to have a team as well.
Creating that. Do you know what I mean? You basically like that's what that is. You know what I mean? It's that version in its own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And even like that as well. Like it was because like it happened as a group sort of thing, but there was no one person that was like he's gonna be the management, and I wasn't putting that onto myself and stuff like that. But then I realized, like, no, you needed to go for that. That, because going for that has helped me grow. Because I'm just like, now I can put this weight on my shoulders and I can lift it while moving. So now the next steps are like a lot effortless.
And it creates structure, right? As well.
Man.
Do you know what I mean? And everyone has a role to play, do you know what I mean? And I mean that in the best way, do you know what I mean? Everyone has it's like an NBA team, do you know what I mean? You got LeBron does like a lot, and then you got like a shooter, a 3-point shooter. Like you need all these elements for the team to thrive and win.
For sure,
right? So everyone has to know their role,
and
then be the best that they can be. Like Corey's going hard from the aim, like in that role. Do you know what I mean? And that's how we all rise.
Same as Georgie as well. Like maybe that we might have like a session and Georgie doesn't get a chance to spit something on the verse, you know, but just him being there, giving that energy, that rolling up joints, fucking making food, like even though he's not on the fucking song, his energy was key as well to make that song happen, sort of thing, you know?
Yes.
So like, the energy and And all those little things, what you said, like little aspects help the team, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I'm so excited. Man,
I'm so excited.
So many good things, bro. Like coming, man.
Same. I feel the same thing as well, man.
It's all on its way, bro.
It's all on the way. Well,
on the way.
It's like, that's the thing, man. It's like I've been doing it for so many years, but it's just like I've never felt like as close. To now, you know.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then that's the thing. Like I had a 15-track fucking mixtape.
Okay.
That I never did anything.
Know this, bro. Wow.
Yeah. But because luckily Edian got to release Japan, but like with me, it was just more of a trial thing, you know?
Okay.
And I always recommend anyone that, like, I was always just like, I need to, like, you know, have the best, like, you know, body of work and stuff like that, so then they can remember me as, like, you know, it's like, pump out as much shit as you can, find your craft.
That's
and
what
stuff
I kind of was. Yeah, I realized that as well, because I was like that one. Like I want to have like a mad like Kendrick
expectation.
You know what I mean?
Expectation. Comparing, bro.
Yeah,
you don't need to compare,
but it's like
you know?
at the end of the day, like you're always gonna grow. Do you know what I mean? So it's like no matter what, there'll be a better song. I feel.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, and I think it's a good thing to show people your growth. Do you know what I mean? Like I think it's mad like if someone like looks at your body of work and the progress, because then they can see themselves in like that first track.
For sure, they bet on it, bro. They're just like, like how many people go up to like everyone that goes like, oh man, I've like found this dude, like he only has a few songs, but he's gonna be like the next thing.
Exactly,
or like, I saw him at a show, he's gonna be like fucking huge, you know? Like those are the things. And then once they see that, same as J. Cole, like J. Cole and Kendrick, man, when we were in high school, I was like,
exactly.
I remember everyone used to don't even know J. Cole. And they even used to say like, oh, J. Cole's too sad,
bro.
Like,
dude, bro, I remember going to my first concert was a Rapture, Eminem when he came here.
I went to that as well, right? And like,
bro,
I remember
people were booing Cole.
Where were they booing
in
him?
my section? They weren't booing, but they were like,
who the fuck is this?
Yeah, where's Eminem? I'm like, brother, this is J. Cole. Like, I was there literally. I was there for Eminem, but I was there for Cole and Kendrick at the same time. You know what I mean?
Obviously, that's the thing. Like, I love Eminem, but like, I was such a diehard fan for Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah.
And like I remember like when Cole performed, there was no one that knew him except for like two guys.
Literally.
And I like stood right next to him. We were having the best time.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And I remember even with Kendrick as well, no one knew any of his songs except for like Swimming Pools.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like I'm just like, this is fucked, man. And bro, it was such a head fuck when I saw that shit. I was like, fuck, like. But then it was great to see it now. And same as even with Drake as well, like little like Nancy boy fucking like singing R&B, talking about his feelings.
Now look
at him, bro. Number one, bro. Pop star.
It's so true.
Pop star.
Yeah, it's crazy that like that what would you call it? That class, right? Like Kendrick, Cole. Like
they all
even
came
Big
up.
Sean, bro.
Big Sean,
bro.
Sean's
Have you heard
good,
his
man.
new album?
Nah, but I think I heard a couple with one of my mates.
The change ups in it, like the transitions into like another like it's crazy, bro. I'm like, he's underrated. I mean, and I think like because we always compare people, I don't think it's fair. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, like Big Sean is like great in his own way. Do you know what I mean? He's like you could put him up there. Literally, there's so many rappers he could just put up together as one. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, even like with Mick
Jenkins.
Mick Jenkins is
bro,
fucking
that
doozy.
Guy's fire too.
He's
bro.
fucking hard, but
underrated as well. Like it's ridiculous.
But even Mac Miller as well. Like I didn't really fuck with Mac Miller that much, but then once he like passed away and stuff like that, and I looked into it. And I ended up meeting a lot more people that really fucked with him, and I was just like, this guy is so talented, man. I'm like, I remember like listening to it when I was a kid, but maybe because like it was so different compared to J. Cole and Kendrick that like I was just like, this is not for me. But like when I got older, I'm like, this dude's amazing. You know, he released an album that was produced, mixed, recorded by him. So he did everything, and it went platinum. Like I think it was like one of the first ever albums to go platinum with like self-made albums sort of thing. So like
he did it all.
He did it all, man.
Damn, I
that's
don't
like
know that.
You need to respect that.
You
shit,
have,
bro.
and you can't like when you're doing stuff like what you're doing all elements. You can understand it more. Do you know what I mean? Because you understand what goes into it.
Yeah, you know? Man. No, bro. That's what I've realized as well. Like it's been the long term. Like I'm so fucking lucky I had this much patience. Keep on going to it now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people wouldn't do that, man. Even like rapping, like. putting the amount of effort into rapping to like sort of compare yourself. You need to put a lot of hours in. Imagine doing that 3 fucking times, you know, and then still not really releasing anything really prominent, you know. But then like all this, and then after like I've learned all that stuff, then Mixbreed happened, and then I needed to like sort of learn how to manage and get like everyone together and like how to collab with artists, because that was the first time I ever started collabing with artists. And then I ended up getting this management role that like, you know, and it wasn't like oh, this is Alex's manager, you know, just like people ended up realizing longer and longer throughout times, like he's doing the most work.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
This is his,
you know,
that's
his
like,
role, right?
And that's that selflessness thing, bro. Like people were going like, all my crew members like going like, oh man, you're getting so good. Like, what's this like crazy growth? And it's like, because like, you know, I'm the only dude that's seeing everyone and like putting effort into it and stuff. If you do the same thing, put that selflessness, put that time and effort into everyone, man. Like, you'll grow as well, you know. And
that's deep, bro.
Like, I just love it, man. I'm so blessed, and like, especially I think as a kid, like, you know, I was pretty sort of dark as well, you know. Like, when my dad was inside, my big brother ended up like fucking moving to LA and shit. So I like an abandonment issue sort of thing, you know, like it was only me and my mum. I was like sleeping on the couch like for like, you know, a few years because mum had her bedroom. And then, you know, we had 3 other rooms. So it was like 3 other rooms from like other people from around the world and stuff.
Oh, that were renting.
But like, I just used to sleep on the couch, man. And like, it was fine with me because I didn't know anything better, sort of thing.
In the moment,
sweet, you know, like
TV right there.
But like, you know, all of these little things that, you know, I might have thought that they were like bad things or dark things,
like hindrances.
They actually helped me to who I am. And amazing. I wouldn't have gotten past some of these obstacles if it wasn't for the life I had, you know?
For those moments.
So like, I even try not to even like victim myself and just say like, that was just me getting equipped. I learned my lesson. It's all in the past, man. Past doesn't exist now. It's like past, future, and present, like all in one. But just you can't let that like stuff happen. I love that, you know?
Man. Yeah, it's like having no regrets. Like understand that happened for a reason, and that, like you said, is like another tool that I'm equipped to my belt to go forward. You know what I mean? And that's, bro, I love that, because like I'm on that as well. It's like I don't regret anything that I've done, that have happened, because like I used to, like, you know, when you like go through like your memories and then like it triggers and you full have that like, oh, like, you know,
you're like,
like exactly. You cringe and stuff. I've just been trying to release all that, man. I just understand like that needed to happen, bro. Relax and kind of like smile about it. Do you know what I mean? And just kind of like let it go. You know?
For sure.
And understand like this was part of the game, the process, the movie. Like it's part of the book. You need these moments to make it interesting.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
man. And like I even said that on my first post on Instagram, I said like, appreciate the detours, because those detours are usually the things that you find, you know, that builds your character and stuff like that. That's where you meet the unplanned people. That's what I realized. The best times I had traveling was the unplanned. Like, oh, you want to go to this city? Oh, you're going? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna come. And then you don't expect anything, and then all this stuff just happens.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, it's all that spontaneous stuff, man. And oh man, like once I realized that, bro, just trying new experiences all the time, that's how you grow, bro.
Yeah, you're
just
right.
put yourself out, even if it's uncomfortable. Like you just got to do it.
It's so true.
You just got to fucking do it. Don't get comfortable, man. Like especially when you're young as well, bro. Like being comfortable is like the worst thing. Like you can be comfortable when you're fucking
later.
You know,
when you can just sit down, you can't move. Yeah, then you can be comfortable. It's so true, man. I love that, bro. What was it? Be grateful for the detours. Was that it?
Yeah, be grateful for the detours.
I love that, bro.
Because you learn so much from those detours. And you probably actually find stuff that's like has more value than the actual journey in those detours. So appreciate any detour, you know, like I think that's the thing. People on that stopwatch time, you know, especially city people. They're just like, fuck, you know, I need to do this and that.
Yeah,
and
rat race, competing with each other. Do you know what I mean? Like this person, I know what you mean.
Yeah, bro. It's just like that insanity, bro. It's gonna, because the only thing that's doing is stressing you out, and then that basically delays it just delays where you're supposed to try to go.
Man,
you know?
It's so true. I had that conversation today actually, and I had it with myself the other day. Where like I realized like stress, like I realized like the best place to be is in a place of like relaxation in a way, and I don't mean like lazy relaxation, just balanced, right? And like what the opposite of that, like the opposing force is stress. Do you know what I mean? And whenever we're stressed, we never really make the right decisions, or nothing ever goes right. Do you know what I mean? Or nothing ever feels right when you're stressed. Do you know what I mean? And society puts so much on you to stress you out, to distract you, to whatever, to throw static in your mind. So then you can't be in that state where you can have moments of spontaneity and meet people, and you know, you can't tap into the magic when you're stressed. Do you know what I mean?
You know what, man? I remember when I met you in Coogee with your mate. Your mate actually told me that, bro.
Oh, really, Zaid?
Yeah, Zaid.
Shout out to Z the God, bro.
Zaid, bro. Yeah. Like, I remember he gave me that. He said like, everything is better once you're calm, you know? And he's just like, I remember he said like you guys had like a crazy game, like a semi-final and stuff, and he's like,
basketball,
basketball, and he was like saying that like I was the most calm and I played the best game I had, you know?
It's so true.
And like once I realized that, because I used to be like very high intense stress, I think like ADHD, like but like I remember like I need to do that sort of stuff as well, like when I'm like producing and I got like 5 artists right behind me, probably might be fucking high as well, I'm just like fuck, I need to make a beat on the fly sort of thing. Like I've realized that taking out all that stress and that negativity and then just focusing on the goal, that's when you create and stuff like that. And to do that on the fly helps you like do that with writing and stuff like that, and that calmness. And you have to tell your mate like thank you for that, because that's just awesome. That word of wisdom, bro, like helped me so much.
Calmness,
the calmness, bro. Just breathe.
It
like,
is.
And I think that's what it is. Like your brain's like having so much information,
overload,
and you forget to like breathe and shit, so then it just starts to stress out.
Bro,
you know,
literally. So I was thinking that because even in your breath, if you think about like when you're breathing, like at a calm and you're relaxed, it's like at a pace, at a rhythm, right, a flow. But when you're like anxious, the breath's faster, quicker, everything's out of whack. Do you know what I mean? So it's like your body even tells you. Do you know what I mean? Through the breath, like when you're stressed and stuff. So it's just about like tapping into them calm moments. And you look at like Bob Marley, for example, or like Snoop Dogg. These people that are like just, you know, gods, right? They're always relaxed, bro. Not just because they hit the ganja, but not just that. Like they know that's gonna help them get in that meditative state. I
think like the ganja was sort of just like intertwined with their like morality and their beliefs and shit like that. They're already like that sort of person.
Exactly. It's just you're right.
Same as me with like weed as well. You know, like I don't really drink too much and stuff like that. Same. But like, you know, with weed, I just like, cause it just calms me down, especially when I'm like, you know, pumping out, you know, like songs and stuff like that, like going back and forth around Sydney and stuff like that. I need something I can't just like, you know, sit down after all that. And
you need to wind down, bro. 100%.
But I've been trying to teach myself to like wind down without weed as well. Like just to
balance, right?
To just get that balance. And that's the thing, bro. Like doing what I do, like mixing, producing, and like seeing all these people and stuff, and also like, you know, life shit, family shit. There's all this stuff. Like you can't be smoking, you know, every day sort of thing, exactly. You know, like, but you want it to be like a good sort of, you know, like a gift to you, you know, like,
exactly. You make it something sacred, like a bit of a ritual. You know what I mean? And you appreciate it more as well.
Exactly. I think that's when weed gets a little bit harsh, is when like you abuse it and you think that that's better than life itself. You know,
you get lost in it. You get lost in the source. It's so true.
And then that's the thing about weed as well, it doesn't hit you straight away. Like with alcohol, you like drink alcohol and then next day you're like, fuck, not doing that for a while.
Facts.
But like with weed, it takes a while. It takes like about like a month and shit, and then like 6 weeks later you're like, oh shit, how did I get here? You know, like fuck, I need to step my game up, sort of thing.
It's so true, man. It's true. Like this time, like that we're in, I feel like we're understanding what works for us. Do you know what I mean? Like what makes us vibrate highest. You know what I mean? What makes us like vibrate on the highest frequency. Like this is like the training ground for it. Because I feel like soon it's gonna be like we're gonna always be there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just what I feel.
Yeah.
But like it's good that you're doing all these things and figuring out what works for you. You know what I mean? What's put you at that level.
Yeah.
So then you just keep applying that same formula.
Yeah, then, exactly. Bro, you get better and better, and as what we were saying before, like it's an addiction, bro. It gets to like, because you just want to get better and stuff like that. And oh man, I love it, bro. It's like
it's fun, eh?
Yeah, especially even when you make a banger as well. Like you know the feeling when you just like you put all this effort in and you're like, this is fucking dope. Fuck, and like especially if you can share it with someone, you're like, this is fucking sick. Like, you know, like we're being honest.
Yes.
It's like it's reaching a type of quality, and I'm very, very happy for that and stuff. And like that's the shit that like I even used to be, what we were even saying about conforming, you know, like I used to think that I needed to do the certain things that everyone in Sydney does.
Yeah, that sound.
Or else if I don't do it, it's like, oh, you alright, Alex?
Yeah,
like, are you good? I'm like, fucking great, you know, like I'm fucking great, man. But like with that, like I'm just like I want to just do it myself, what makes me happy and stuff like that, and I can help, and that's when there's no stress or anything like that.
You're in the flow.
Yeah, because imagine if you're like you're trying to do what makes you happy, and then you're trying to do what, like, you know, the people in the city makes you happy and stuff. But in two things, why don't you just put everything onto that one?
Exactly.
And then like you also teach people stuff as well through your morality and your lessons and stuff like that can help them, you know?
That's a fact. It's so true, bro. What you were saying though, when you make a banger and you're like excited about it, I've noticed it's so important to like be nice, kind to yourself in that way. You know what I mean? Like appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, don't just let other people be like, oh, that's fire, bro. Like, really appreciate what you've done. Like maybe like you said, let it breathe, let it sit for a bit, then come back to it, listen to it, and be like, bro, I'm actually, you know, like I'm proud of myself. Do you know what I mean? I think that's so important. I've noticed that for myself. It's like you got to give yourself flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just let you can't expect everyone to give you the flowers. Give them to yourself. Do you know what I mean? And then like it's a game changer, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because then obviously you don't rely on everyone, but also it's like you give yourself your own fuel, your own fire. Do you know what I mean? And then you're like, I want to do better than that. You know?
Yeah.
But I've noticed that. Pat yourself on the back, bro.
Oh, thanks,
You got to, bro. You got to. You know what I mean? Appreciate what you do.
Yeah, you know? It's legit surreal, bro. Yeah. Because I did not expect, because like because I was like trying to attack this goal for like, you know, 4 or 5 years after high school, and like nothing happened. But then like everything can change in 1 year, you know, like everything, and like all the stuff that you've learned for that 5 years. Yeah. Has taught you to do that 1 year sort of thing.
To deal with that 1 year.
Yeah, with any artist that's like, oh, I've been doing this for so many years and stuff like that, nothing to show. You just have to keep applying that pressure.
Facts.
Keep on fucking applying that pressure, and you'll get there soon, man. Yeah. And like that's
bro.
that's what I want to do. Like I want to be that person that can like go up to you and go up to like anyone that's close to me and go like, you can do what you want to fucking do, you know?
Yeah.
That's like that's deep, a testimony that I'm gonna be doing, because they know how I was, you know? Like they would have seen me and like there's nothing for it and stuff. It's like if he can fucking do it, took him like maybe that long, but like if he can do it, I can fucking do it, you know?
Bro. I love that. And like, what is time at the end of the day?
Oh, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like fuck, like it's
especially if you keep healthy and shit
exactly.
Like that.
It's like they try to put limits on us. Fuck out of here with these limits and labels. You know what I mean? You're 25, you should be like, nah, bro. I'm like the ruler of my reality. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna create my own little lane. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to be like everyone else or do it at this time or finish. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Do your own thing. Bro, that's legit, man. Bro, this has been deep, man. I love this shit. How we been going? We can keep going, bro.
How long have we done?
We got 2 hours right here. 2019.
Bro, we've already been talking for 2 hours and 19.
It's crazy. I knew it.
Fuck. Okay. Fucking hell, man. Bro. It legit feels like an hour or so. That's crazy.
It goes so quick, man.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have you back, bro, for sure.
Oh man, I was so fucking grateful for you to invite me here, man. It's been fucking amazing, bro.
I'm grateful for you, bro.
Yeah,
because,
man.
Like, you've done a lot, man. You don't even realize.
We're gonna do a lot,
Facts.
bro. We're gonna do a lot.
This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. We're setting that foundation, and then we're gonna go hard. We're gonna hit hard in it, and that's the thing. It's all about momentum. If I can like close out on that, it's just like momentum, man. Like, don't worry about like, you know, it might not happen in one day, but if you keep on applying that pressure within, you know, a week or two, and you put that as your priority, and like your health and stuff as your priority, you're gonna get to that place again, you know? Because some people go like, oh, like, you know, I'll get into that good place, but then I'm like out of it. And it's just like, because you're getting complacent, and the temptations around you, you like cling on to those, you know? But you can't cling on to those anymore. You have to just
get that momentum going. And then that's the thing, like I might be feeling shit for like a week or two. I'm like, but then after like a week, like I'll wake up that one morning with that momentum and I'll be like, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, I know exactly.
And that's the thing. You have to just keep that momentum. If you can keep that momentum going,
I love
and
that.
Shit like that, and like don't worry about like conforming to like other people, what they're doing and stuff. Just like keep focused on yours and then help the people that you care about and stuff like that. You're gonna get to where it is, and I'll be the testimony for that fucking shit. Bro.
I love that, Alex, bro. That was the best way to end it, bro. That's it, man, for episode 4, bro. You heard it here first from Alex G, man. Check him out. I'm gonna put up all your like socials and stuff if you want to tell them like anything.
So I got that Yin coming out soon.
Yin.
I got some fucking singles coming out as well.
Okay.
I got some singles from other artists coming out that are producing. So I got some good ones, bro.
Alright.
I think they're gonna be on the show as well.
Yeah,
so
facts.
they'll tell you the footsteps.
Yeah, we're gonna get all the Mixbreed on here. Eventually we'll get everyone, but definitely, man, one step at a time. Sav next week.
That'll be dope. Crazy, bro. I love that kid. That's my bro, man.
It's gonna be a vibe. Sav's. That'll be a great one as well, bro. He's gotta live up to this one though. He set the standard, man.
Set the standard. But he's deep as well, bro. So
he is. No facts. All right. Well, this is the Midnight Moods podcast. Coco the Conscious signing out. Alex G. Thank you for coming, my brother. I appreciate you, bro.
Man.
And we're gonna run it. Bro. We'll run it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
Yo.
Peace.